tonight. Tonight's stream, tonight's video only open panel. You have to cam up to be on panel tonight. So welcome. Other than that, what's new? Let's see. Mangy. Oh, Mangy. Mangy needs to learn how to spell her own name. Hey, Becca. And LES. Yes, Plasma. Hey, great to see you. Chuck, probably, if I had to guess. And Vinny Pots and Pans also released some memberships. So thank you. Ooh, and we have a new leaderboard up for use. Let's see who's top so far. Plasma, this is the top. Becca, and then Little Mangy. And LES is number 4, so really like the only 4 people watching right now. And Willow. Hello, Willow. But how did Becca, all Becca did was type that one thing and she got 25 experience points. Oh, okay, I think I'm figuring it out. Plasma typed 2 things and he got 50 experience points and everybody else got 25 and typed one thing. Is that how it works? IG, hi. I know. I'm not. I think about Mangy at work. It gets me through the day. It's like my new medicine when I need to. Oh, hang on. When I need to like de-stress or refocus or take my mind off of something. I do a lot of thinking at work because my work is very routine, and I can detach from it and not pay attention to it too much. So I think about philosophy and the universe, and I think about me and my life and what I want to do, and I think about people, and sometimes I think about the panel verse, and so it's time to like let my mind range and wander. And Mangi is one of the dominant threads in that tapestry right now. It centers me. Like no matter what's going on at work, I can just go back to Mangi and just be in that zone as long as I want. Um, where does your white privilege come from? I don't know that you have white privilege, other than you just typing that you have white privilege. Your daddy is a mangaloid. Oh, well, they're natural variation, I guess, on mangies. Are you gonna try to top the mangi story? You have to come up to do that, not loss. If you're using mangi as the springboard for your own saga, I've seen you do some pretty impressive things from the chat, but I don't even know how you're gonna pull that off. I want to look at the board now because I'm trying to figure out. I think I cracked its algorithm. So wait, tacos and things is at number 75 now. Oh, I think so. Maybe you have to type to be first because you just typed 2 more things and your point. I wonder if it's just who types the most. Oh, what happened? You had a personal Mangi moment as well? A come to Mangi? Or Mangi came to you? Maybe he really is a spirit creature that shows up in people's lives, and now through the story, he's like a Mangi Christ, except evil and mangled. Of course, Christ was mangled too, in a way. Well, not lost. Tell us the moment we could have a Mangi. This really is like if you need something to bring meaning in your life, and it really is that empty, which I think the ratio here is a little higher than the rest of the world. Um, Mangi really does. That's a good option for filling that void. So if we can't come together over anything else, perhaps we could all come together over Mangi and his brood. Not Laz. I wish I could give you leaderboard points for that one. That was fantastic. That was a great setup. A master at work. I was hooked. I didn't even, I was flopping around on that line just as happy as could be, waiting to hear what the turning point was. Antlers off to you, my friend. You earned something for there. I don't know what yet. I don't have the ability to give anything. But I don't know. Can I bump you up on the leader? No, I don't have any control over the leaderboard. Dang. I could. Well, I was toying with giving you your wrench back, but I don't want to tie something like a wrench to merit, like creative merit. I'd rather tie it to ethical and moral merit. Not that you don't have any. I agree. Back to the Mengies. Yeah. In fact, I planned this. I plan to go back and watch the original Mengi story. I've watched it twice already. I want to watch it the third time. It's like one of those movies you just have to keep seeing over and over. Okay, good. Not lost. Then we're on the same page. So what's been going on? I saw. Hey, did y'all see where Theo died from the Cosby Show? Malcolm Jamal Warner. He drowned. He was. We were the same age. I didn't know that. He was 54. I grew up with him, watching like him, Lisa Bonet, Little Rudy. Who was the older sister? Really didn't play that big of a role. She wasn't a memorable character. She was the one from New Orleans, I think, in real life. The mom and I remember the old grandpa. I liked them. I liked the grandparents. And I'm missing somebody. Was there a boy other than Theo? There was that little kid they kind of adopt, Kenny, the one that would play with Rudy. On the show, like watch it. We were the same age, so he was like a kid my age on a sitcom. So I got to watch somebody my age grow up on TV. We were in the same classes together. I remember when we went to high school. I was in high school, and then they did a spinoff, A Different World. Was that Theo that went to college? Who was in A Different World from the Cosby Show? Because it was a spinoff of the Cosby Show, and that was the one with Whitley, Jasmine Guy. Theo, um, not particularly. I didn't have a lot of celebrity crushes. It was Lisa Bonet that went to because I used to watch A Different World too, and then they had 227, which wasn't really a spinoff, but it ran kind of parallel to Cosby Show. We uh they came out about the same time, and in my mind they're kind of like a package. And I love 227. That was the one with Marla Gibbs, who played Florence on The Jeffersons, but she a completely different personality on 227. That which is a credit to her acting ability. But they had Sandra, which was Jackie, and they had Pearl, the old lady, Helen, somebody that would sit on the porch. They'd all sit on the stoop and gossip and talk. Yeah. Sandra Clark. Oh, hello, Mary. Her. She had the big hair, and she had that like little squeaky way of talking. I love Jack Hay. Eh. And she'd do her nails, and But the one I related to the most was Pearl. Pearl would sit out her front window and she would like watch everything in that neighborhood. And people would be having conversations on the porch, and Pearl would just have her head in the window and she would start commenting. She'd like be like, "Mm-hmm, I saw her do that this morning when she was over there at the donut shop." And then they didn't bring Pearl in the conversation. And that is the one where Brenda, the daughter, Regina King, got her start, and she is fantastic. She was, I loved her in Jerry Maguire. She was in The Watchmen. She was in, God, what was it? I just watched her in some like mystery or suspense show, and she was very, very good. Let me look it up. That all started on 227. So every time I see her in these like action movies or thrillers, I think of like, oh, that's little Brenda from 227. Look how far she's come. Let me see what that movie was. Maybe it was a TV. Was it The Leftovers? I'm not sure. Well, anyway, Regina King, very fine actress. That might be what I'm thinking of. I think I started to watch that. Mangy, you're cracking me up. I'm not going to feature your comments, but do know that it's keeping me smiling. It's kind of cool having the Mangy family here. Do you go to other channels? I feel like I should feed you something. Mangled Mangy. To this day, I never saw Grease. I know the whole because I'll tell you why. Because I grew up with when my mom remarried, we got a stepbrother and a stepsister. So it was like the Brady Bunch family. There were six of us. We had the station wagon, the mom and the dad, the six kids, and my stepsister and my real sister. When I remember when Grease came out, and they got so into Grease, and everything was Grease, and they would talk about it. They would quote lines from it. They had the record. I know every song on the soundtrack. So I feel like I don't have to ever see the movie because I absorbed so much of it from the two of them, and then all their little friends too. And so I got bombarded with Grease, like uh, what do you call it when you don't get the bullet directly, but it's not friendly fire. Anyway, that from Greece, and I associate it with them. So there's no way I'm going to be able to give it a fair watch. Although I did very much enjoy Saturday Night Fever. I think it's one of the most important movies of the Gen X generation, like that late '70s when like the '60s and the classic rock '70s is starting to turn into that punky new wavy '80s, and disco was right there in the middle of it. I don't think they could make a movie like Saturday Night Fever today at all. You want to talk about Red Pill? That the people in that movie, those Italians, they act just like the people in this panel. They make Andrew Tate look like a Boy Scout altar boy. It's a very different culture of masculinity in the late '70s. It was kind of like straight men, straight white or straight Italian men, because they in the movie they were considered immigrants. They were like the outsiders. They by no means were privileged. But it's like the masculine straight person kind of taking over disco, coming in and trying to claim disco as their thing. When everybody knows it was started by the blacks and the gays. And so it's a very, even though it's about disco, it's a very, very masculine movie. Like they are out to conquer as much women as they can. And the women, that's where you see the real difference. In the women of the late '70s in this movie are like throwing it away, just begging the guys to take it. They are like like waving it in front of them, and they are not this sensitive. Oh my God, he looked at me or he asked me what my favorite movie was. Oh my God, I'm so creeped out. Complete opposite of that. These were very open, sexual, very sexual beings, almost more sexual than the men. And that was that was, I'd say, the mainstream norm back then. It was the disco era. What is she up to? I saw her on I did not know who she was, and I saw her on The Masked Singer one day, and I discovered her, and she started popping up everywhere on my TV, and she's kind of interesting from a neurodivergent perspective. There's somebody in the back, but today is video only stream. I do one of those at least once a week where you have to cam up to come on, and I had set up this stream to be one of those, but I'll make a deal. If nobody comes up in the next half hour for panel cammed up, then I'll go ahead and switch it to an ordinary panel and anybody can come up and then we can do the video panel another day. Speaking of, this guy right here.
What's up? How's that sound? That sound
You
good?
sound good.
All right. I just came back from the goddamn dentist. My fucking that shit's all
What
fucked up.
happened?
I cracked my tooth
Doing
on a
what?
drill like 3 months ago. So the tooth got cracked. They pulled the tooth out, so now I'm getting another tooth put in there.
Why were you drilling your teeth?
I was running into my house with a drill, and the drill bit it locked up and hit me in the face.
Oh, yikes.
So my
Have you
tooth
been in
got
pain
cracked,
ever
but
since?
we're good now. Yeah, we're Gucci. Just my mouth is like half numb.
How do they do it now? Because someone said they do that, like where they kind of put you under but you're still awake
Nah,
thing.
they just gave me 2 shots. It was kind of funny because on another panel, bringing up about tooth replacements. I'm getting older. Like, oh, if you need a tooth, it's pretty goddamn expensive, bro. It just cost me like probably like $2,500, $3,000 to get a tooth put back in with
Oh, wow.
insurance.
That's with insurance. That hurts.
Without insurance, it's probably like $8,000.
Yikes.
Yeah. So
That's more
today they did the
painful than the
goddamn
dental work.
the bridge work, whatever, to get it ready. They gave me a temporary filling. I go back in 2 weeks, get my tooth replaced, and we're Gucci.
Well, I hope it
What up
goes
with you though,
smoothly.
man?
Not much. I'm just been working. I worked over the weekend, so I finally have some time.
Yeah, I went to my goddamn daughter's house this weekend for fix her car. She had her brake cylinder busted in her car.
Wait, is this a new thing, or because you had the one daughter whose battery died?
The new
And she
thing. I
was.
have 2 daughters. I have 2
Oh,
daughters. One's in one college. One's in another college. But one's like 40 minutes away, and one's like 3 hours away.
so is this the same daughter from a few weeks ago that was on the stream? Because her.
No,
Oh, so
my
this
other
is a
daughter.
different daughter with different
Yeah,
car problems.
different car problems, but they're
So
fixed now.
dads out there should know if they have daughters, they're going to get a lot of calls about car problems. Growing up, they better
Well,
learn
I'm not
cars.
even a car guy, Jeff, to be honest, bro. But I'm just one of those guys. I'd rather try to fix it myself. I'm rather for the challenge, but I'm not gonna jump into a challenge like, oh, this is not in my league. I ain't doing that. What's up,
Oh,
Canada,
I
Lanny?
like that.
Good.
Lanny.
Your fucking trees are causing smoke problems out in goddamn Wisconsin, fucker. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
Just so you know.
I thought the guy said Trinidad last time I was retarded. I was like, "What's the Trinidad?" Like, what do you mean? But yeah, because you guys look, you look like you could be Trinidad, but I'd say you're more like Hispanic.
Yeah, it's all good. I was
Tacos
giving you
locos.
shit, brother, man.
Oh, good man.
All good.
I sorry about your tooth, brother. That sucks.
No, it was funny because I was on another panel. I was like, damn. I'm like, I'm getting older. I'm like, if you need a tooth, like, what's that cost? I didn't know what it cost. And I happened to crack my tooth like 5 months later. And here I am knowing the answer,
Here in
essentially.
Canada, we use wood for our teeth here. I got a couple. Yeah. Just
You
use
could use wood, I guess.
use some maple trees. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a gold though. I'm gonna get a gold tooth
Oh, you're gonna be
and
that
put
guy.
it in.
Is it going to be visible?
Yeah, when I smile.
Oh, okay.
You should.
Like when
Yeah.
I talk, you can't really see my tooth missing at all. But when I smile, you might see a tooth missing. But if I smile, you'll see the gold tooth.
Is
You're
this your
back in your
first?
tent?
Is this the first cam up only stream? Has
No, it's the second.
Number
But it
two.
was Phil's idea, Phil's suggestion, and I
yeah, I
liked it.
remember. Okay, it was Phil. Okay, I remember someone saying on the last one.
Yeah, the last one worked really well.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of cool. Sometimes you go into conversation, it's kind of cool seeing people's faces.
And it's more
Like
intimate. You get a smaller amount of people, but the conversation is I think it goes deeper.
Do
yeah.
people are people pissed off about it, or they're cool?
Mm-mm, no,
Cool.
or not that they've expressed to me, because they know I'm not going to care if they are.
Well, personally, I feel people in the chat are going to be in the chat no matter what. People on the stream that day they can't do it. It's just one day a week. It's not like it's doing it every single day.
Because
Like it's no different than waiting.
I'm testing different. I'm trying different things because when I find the one that people respond to, I'm going to make a new membership tier and offer that
Come
more
on now.
regularly as a separate thing.
You like
So
a
a
member?
video only tier might be one of them.
You saying like a
How's it
member?
going a month later now, Jeff, with the whole, monetized channel? How's that going?
I got a check. They just sent one. I haven't looked at the amount yet, but
I'm
they
curious.
they
Yeah,
put everything on one check,
I'm
so I'd
curious
have to
too.
go and
yeah.
dig in the
I want to know
numbers
if
and
it's
see how
like
much of it was ads.
over
Like
under 500.
I don't need to know the amount. I just need to know is it worth it? Is it good money? Is it play money? Is it like
Well,
that's what I
I'm
want to
very
know.
curious. I'm very curious too because this is a smaller channel where you just kind of started monetizing. You have around the 30 to sometimes under or over, but you're adding in commercials and adding in the. So I am curious if it's over under 500 in a month or.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Let's see.
But it is also weird, like having to put all your information into Google, being like, "Here's my address, here's my information, here's my banking."
Yeah, that is kind of weird,
It
dude.
was
And
still
tax shit.
easier than trying to get a crypto account.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Yeah, but yeah.
All right, let's see. Revenue. Well, it's higher than I thought it would be, just the ads alone. I thought it would be a couple of bucks, $2 or $3, but
Yeah.
it's higher than that. It's
Oh,
not groundbreaking.
under 500,
Oh,
like total.
under
Yeah.
100.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
$50 then? $50?
I'd say under 50.
Okay. It's like $33.
Okay.
33.
So it's just call it $25. We'll
But
call it
still, I mean,
$25 for the record.
it's a
25
few
bucks
days
for
of McDonald's
personally, that'll cover
fries.
your StreamYard. That'll cover your
Yeah,
StreamYard.
that's what I was just gonna
Yeah,
say.
Technically.
Does it cover the stream area?
it would
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
StreamYard or something like that.
Yeah.
So ads are
It'll cover
paying
your
for
StreamYard
something.
any bullshit. So technically you're making money to keep running type shit.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
that's
what we're
just
looking
the
at.
ads, but I get most of it from the memberships and the super chats and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's separate.
What is
On
the
top of
stream
that, you're
yard
right about
month?
that.
Yeah, but they all put it on one check.
Oh, okay.
So,
What was the StreamYard cost a month again? I forget what that is.
well, they bumped it up. It's like what, $45 now, maybe
I
close
heard
to
it's 50
50.
bucks now. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
A
what I
it's
month?
high. It
heard.
A
used to
month?
be like 20, $24.
Can you do like a yearly price where it's cheaper? I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
you can, and I may do that at some point when I feel more solid.
Right.
You know what's so crazy talking about that shit? When like I want to say 2000 like 5, I bought a Sirius radio for my car and I had to put it separate in my car. Like back in the days, they didn't come with the
I
cars
got
built
that.
in,
Yeah.
and they had Sirius subscription for the whole lifetime plan. That would be a
500
whole
bucks.
life.
$500. Yeah.
It was $500, dude,
Yeah.
for your whole lifetime.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like $80 for 1 year.
Yeah, well, in Canada, I mean, we're more money, but it's like $100. I gotta hide there.
I'm just giving you a number. I mean, I don't know the
What is
exact
it?
numbers
What
of
is
it.
this?
Like Sirius radio or
Oh,
XM radio. when it first came out, like back in the early 2000s, and I want to say 05, 04 maybe, you had to buy a head unit separate because cars didn't have with their own XM built into the cars. Now they are. But when that came out, it was $500 you pay, one-time fee, and it's for the rest of your life on any car you have.
Ah, okay.
And now it's $100 for it's one goddamn year.
So it's
Just
still
for one
around. So
car.
whoever took that offer
Well, to
got
be
a good
fair,
deal.
no, honestly, it's $250 for the year, but you can get it for $100 because they'll like you can always talk them into getting for, well, at least in Canada. But if you let their subscription go past the year, they renew it for $250 until you say, hey man, I'm not going to pay for this anymore, and they'll drop it to $100 for the year every fucking time. But that's how it works.
But I mean, I got XM in my car right now. It's built into my car.
Yeah.
It's in my wife's car, my kids' cars. Like, I could have had that for life, and all the cars.
Yeah, they don't do that deal no more.
Yeah.
What do you use it for mostly?
It's like jumping on. Hey, Jeff, you should have like a early subscriber. Like, yeah, subscribe now for 5 years.
Yeah,
You get a deal. You know what I
50
mean?
$50.
Do that now. If you wait 2-3 years when I blow up, now it's gonna cost you more.
It all depends on how YouTube lets you set it up.
Early supporter fee.
There you go, Lanny. There you go. I like that.
Did you join for Stern? That's what I originally joined, like back in 05 when Stern switched over. Is that why you went, or were you an Opie and Anthony guy?
No, I was down with Stone. He was fearing radio. He was fearing the radio.
Yeah.
That's when I was with Stern, and then he went into Sirius Radio.
Yeah.
And then of course I had Sirius, so I had it back then, but it was kind of cool like to have Stern on.
And now you have YouTube.
Yeah.
Nobody even needs Sirius anymore.
I still got it.
No one needs cable anymore, dog. All you need is internet.
No, y'all don't need anything. Just stare at YouTube all day.
It's internet. All you need is internet.
Yeah.
I use Spotify and YouTube and Sirius, all that fucking shit.
I'm on YouTube, dude. I mean, I have a Snapchat account. I have a fucking Twitter account. I don't use them at all. I just kind of like.
I thought Snapchat was just messaging. Does it do any? Is it a social media app as well?
Well, people share things now. Yeah, it's all like TikTok. It's like they're similar to TikTok, I believe. Snapchat.
Oh, so like other people can see it now? Because before it was like just personal messages between people.
No, now they have like a homepage. You can go on and you can become like top tier views.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You can search filters like or hashtags like I want to find something about this, and you might find it on Snapchat. Vice versa.
They're all moving that way, and YouTube's trying to copy TikTok and try to be more like TikTok with its shorts.
Yeah.
But they want to play like the world wants to be seen. Everybody wants their little time in the spotlight, and so that's what these platforms are trying to provide now.
They're all trying to do that. I mean, I don't know. Like I said before, I have YouTube now because I figure like I've had it since fucking 12, 13. I had an account before that, but I forgot the goddamn account. But I got videos just saved. I just save videos and I don't put them private. I mean, public.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I figure one day when I die, they get to go back in the videos and just watch everything I saved, everything I fucking made.
They're gonna put you in the ground and move on with their life.
They probably will.
Now they're gonna have a shrine to me, my children.
Yeah, and they'll run them 24 hours a day.
I tell you what, Jeff. I used to think that shit until I saw the movie Coco. And when I saw
the Disney movie,
yeah, when I
started watching, some guy from here talked me into watching it. And dude, it was good. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did.
Dude, I cried in that movie, bro. That's a cartoon. I cried in that movie, bro. Personally.
Is that the guitar one? Or?
Yeah, it's like the one set in Polynesia.
Yeah, like it's cool to see that they're in alive, and then when you forget about them, they disappear. Like they're still alive. Like, and the grandma, which is the family heritage in this movie, she's still there, and still has them, even though she's got amnesia. She can't live, she can't do shit. Like, it's so cool to have that memory still alive, and then between the family, you keep, talking about them, bring them up. Like, you never saw them, but you hear stories about them. So different than Jeff. Like, hearing about Jeff, 20 years from now, there was a guy named Jeff. used to wear fucking unicorn and rock star and hail Satan shirts, and he fucking loved Satan. And this guy Lanny used to come on here from Canada
in a
with his
tent.
goddamn trees, and he used to be so dope, you know. And now you don't see it no more. It's no different than that. You know, after a while, if you forget about it, like you don't talk about it, it's gone.
I think all this is going to get run through an AI at some point in the future, and then it's going to spit out some
AI scares me
consolidated
personally.
version of humanity.
Did you see
AI
that
scares me
Trump?
because go ahead.
Did you see Trump put out the video of Obama getting arrested in the White House, like an
Wait,
AI
what?
video? Trump on
I
his
didn't see that.
on his Truth Social, it's like him sitting
It's
in the
like an
Oval
AI
Office.
thing.
But he released it just like it's a regular video on his fucking page of Obama sitting beside him. The FBI rushes in, grabs him, pulls him away, and Trump's sitting there laughing. It's kind of
Oh
weird.
my god, that's so
Yeah.
Trump.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Dude, that AI thing scared me though, because for example, like right now we're having a panel with real human beings on an actual video panel, right?
You
Maybe.
think?
And AI can come in with some random person pretending to be
Yeah.
someone
Any of us could be
in a
AI.
tent or in a room, yeah,
Yeah.
and pretend to be whatever, dude. And that's
Would
scary.
a real human sit around with antlers like this and rock in a chair? Any of us could be AI. You're right. That's what it's going to come to.
It is kind of
I
soothing.
believe the way to test AI is like to test with like crazy, stupid questions. Like, you know, a lot of us are smart online. We come on chat, we talk shit, we have different backgrounds. But when you test AI, like AI has a smart analytical response to the question. So most people aren't going to answer that way, if that makes sense. Like, okay, ask me about lines, ask me about electricity, ask me about water, and about the sky. And if you answer with these weird questions, it's like, most humans would be like, I know maybe about one of those things, not all four of them.
Mm-hmm. And
The
not going to
problem
have
is
a
Spurgs are going to
paragraph
do the
answer
same
about it.
thing. So it's telling the AI from the Spurgs because they're going to be
Well, that's the
most
problem. You know,
identical.
it'll learn. So, that's the scary part about AI. It's kind of like, it'll learn analytics, people's questions, and what you're trying to find out. So now it's going to be smarter. So now it's going to hide
Well,
shit.
I wish it would get there because I still struggle with it.
I mean, I
I
don't even
can't
use
get
the
it to
shit.
learn well enough.
I stay away from it.
And now it's on my goddamn phone. It's like automatically in my phone. Like, oh,
We
AI is
use it at
responsible
work
for
now. Like it's even at work. We have little AI apps we could pull up when we need to get information or know things.
Didn't
technology.
anyone watch
I mean, technology is crazy though. I mean, it makes life just way more faster and way more advanced. We're way more advanced than we've ever been. But at the same time, it's so scary. The AI thing is scary to me. I don't know.
What's scary about what's your scariest part of it?
Like iRobot,
Terminator 2?
like
Yeah.
they basically they can just take over and just control each other, and then we're all against
Oh my
us.
god. Well, you have to. I don't know. Do you
Imagine,
trust the
hold on, Jeff.
designers to put in checks and balances and fail
Imagine a
safes?
person being on your panel and knowing all your thoughts. They're already predicting what you're going to
I
say
don't. That
next.
doesn't worry me at all. I don't even believe that's nobody's gonna come up here and know all my thoughts. That's not even possible. I don't even know all my thoughts. That
I'm
doesn't
just saying.
scare me at all.
But they can predict how you act. I mean, it's
Well,
like
good luck.
it's muscle memory. It's no
It's
different in
also
training in the military or as a
that's the thing.
boxer.
It'll
It's
be
muscle
used for
memory.
military. It'll be used for military with facial
Yeah,
recognition.
bro.
What are they
They'll
gonna
use
do
it.
with it? Even if they know how you
Because
act or what
facial
your
You're already
thoughts
recognition,
are.
predicting.
you can have a drone. You have an automatic drone now. It's an unmanned fucking little tiny drone that's gonna fly right into someone and explode their face. It's gonna be instant because you have facial recognition, you have AI, you
Well,
have
yeah.
instant fucking
Oh,
I
like
believe
in
war. I believe
Minority
war in the
Report.
future will be people be less. We have less veterans dying in the wars. The wars that we've had, like Vietnam and World War II and all that, will be almost abolished. Pearl Harbor, you won't hear of that. You know, you'll
No,
hear of attacks,
it's fifth gen
9/11
warfare.
9/11, but you won't
assassination.
hear about people dying in wars. Like 20,000 soldiers died in over 10 years. It'll be all
Yeah.
robots just going in and blowing up. Drones, just all control from fucking goddamn Idaho, America, in a potato farm After you farm with your dad, you're fucking
Fucking America.
goddamn, you're a reservist, and they activate you, and you
Yeah.
fly this goddamn drone from your farm, and you blow up. Where the fuck you blow up?
Yeah. They've been saying that for a while. That the warfare is changing. The next war is not going to look like the wars of the past.
And I also do believe that military will have like a higher standard, and they'll start making military very more separated from just anybody coming in, because you'll have robots doing most of the work.
Oh, so only like the elite or the really specialized
So try to separate it.
candidates will be needed.
Well, I'm not
You'll
saying
be
it's going to
Neuralink.
happen,
You're
but I
gonna
can
be
see that
Neuralink.
happening. But the problem is that, you need to have those crazy ass motherfuckers, the military hires, that don't give a fuck about shit and do wild things and save the goddamn country. You don't need a robot predicting something or a fucking drone flying here to kill one target and the world's going to be better. It's going to be more than that. But I don't know. Whatever. I'm just crazy. I smoke weed. Got my teeth pulled out. I don't know shit.
Hey, I'm
did,
with you.
did they give you anything?
Just a little shot of Novocaine.
Oh.
I do recommend, which I thought about after, if you go to your dentist, wear chapstick. Especially if like a root canal. Like, your mouth's open the whole time. It's like, fuck. Put some chapstick on. Like, that shit'll make your mouth way better.
Chapstick
lip
is
chap.
is a hoax. It makes your lips more chapped.
Now if you use Burt's Beeswax. Burt's Beeswax. You need the beeswax. I'm all about the
Yeah, the real
beeswax.
stuff.
It's real shit.
Is that
Burt's made that
Carmax?
shit. Nah,
Is it
not
Carmax
Carmax.
beeswax?
No, you need Burt's. Burt's Beeswax.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Natural
You need
stuff.
the real
bro.
deal. You need the real deal Holyfield. Don't fuck with
Yeah,
that
that chapstick
Carmax.
brand shit.
Don't fuck with that
But it
Bliss.
chapstick tastes so good. I used to eat it as a kid. The
Yeah, so did
flavored
I.
ones.
Exactly. It was flavored for
It was
fucking
so
goddamn
creamy
fruit.
and oh.
Oh Jesus. Oh dear. You shouldn't do that.
You eat
Well, they
Burt's
should
Beeswax, you be
flavor
like,
it.
that shit that got on your mouth and your tongue is just stuck to your mouth, dude. It's actual like wax.
Maybe I can get a sponsorship, Vinny.
Burt's Bees. There you go. There you go. Vinny knows what's up. Burt's Bees. I guarantee you, Burt's Bees, you can put it in a filling and it'll cover your tooth pain because it's actual wax, dude.
Mm.
Dude, I had 200 milligrams yesterday at Velables. That was so good. It was a good day yesterday.
That sounds like a lot, like a whole bag.
That is a
It
lot.
was a whole bag.
Oh.
It was a whole bag. And my wife asked me why, because my wife fucking had 10 milligrams and she fucking got all crazy and fucking rupee, and then she fucking threw up. And then she slept the whole fucking day. She's like, well, now I know, future reference. Like, she don't do none of that shit, but she tried it out. I'll use that for sleeping. That's all she said.
And don't do drugs, people out there. This is just a conversation
Yeah,
channel.
it was an experiment. It was a science experiment, like in 8th grade. Except we didn't do a
Hey, this is all legal.
waterfall
This
and
is-
we didn't do no metal detecting. We did an experiment with THC medical dispensary stuff. So it was a medical experience, and my wife tried it and she learned, but she questioned me why I'm doing 200 milligrams, and I'm like, well,
I
I don't know,
questioned
maybe I
it
got
too
a
when I
higher
heard the
tolerance.
story. He's in a tent, Connie, out in Canada.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
what they
mosquitoes.
do up there.
A lot of skeeters out here.
Dude, those mosquitoes are horrible, dude. They're horrible out here in Peru. Oh my god, they're so bad. Fucking mosquitoes, dude.
Is it to
horrible.
smoke? Because you only smoke outside?
Yeah,
Well,
me
I
too.
smoke in my garage. I don't smoke in the house, but I smoke in my
Yeah.
garage because I go in there.
I smoke in my garage too, but it's like attached to my house. Well, I have 2 garages. I have my garage, but the other house, like in the wintertime, I
Yeah.
smoke there by the house.
Yeah.
But I hate it because it goes in the house eventually.
Nah, mine's
And
separate.
I don't like
It's
that.
a separate building there.
Yeah. I got a
Basically
2-car
I
detached
turned it into my
garage,
own little house.
Lanny. Yeah, mine's detached. The one I chill in, and the other one's attached to the house.
Yeah.
So I just try to avoid any smoke in the house at all. My wife don't smoke. No one smokes weed. No one does anything.
No, and I got
Like
kids too.
I'm the only outcaster.
Oh, really? And well, your wife didn't she do like throw up on
Dude, my
drugs?
wife's like opposite of me, Jeff. Whatever the fuck I am, whatever you see me as, I am the. She is the complete opposite of me.
She's a goody two shoe. She's a good
Yeah,
girl.
if you want to call it that, she don't do shit. She
Yeah,
barely
that's good.
Do
drinks.
you try to corrupt her?
Nah, I don't. No, I
Oh,
don't.
you
And
like
she
her
don't really try
purity?
to fix me or like try to correct me, which is kind of great. Like I didn't ever want that from a woman. Like let me be me, accept me for who I
Yeah, I'm the
am.
same way. Yeah. Don't
Uh,
try to. I'm a grown man. Don't try to change me.
yeah. If I feel that okay, cool, what you're saying might make sense or whatever, I take consideration. I respect you for that. Okay, but don't come in and try to tell me what to do and what I can't do. Like fuck that shit.
Is B say your
That's
buddy? Is he just fucking around? Isn't B say the other guy that
No,
was on?
Phil really is a loser. He sounds like he just said he's the outcast of his whole
No,
family. How much more of
I,
a
I,
loser can you
I'm a
be?
I'm a loser, Lanny. But
Yeah.
no, but BJ is my cheese. That's my homie. That's my road
That
dog.
he's the other tree guy, the Trini guy, the Trinidad
Yeah,
guy.
he's the other tree guy. He talks mad shit about me. He's always calling me a loser or fucking whatever. Or I don't know, but I'm always giving him shit because he gets mad sometimes. Online people talk shit about him and he gets personal about it. I'd be like, yo, whatever, dude. Like, what the fuck you want to say about me? I don't give
What
a
do they
fuck.
say about B-Say?
Nothing particular. I'm just talking
Oh,
shit. I'm just saying, like,
oh, I
just
see.
whatever.
Okay, everybody
He's
loves
always, but
B-Say.
he talks shit back. You don't give a fuck. He talks shit back in the chat. He don't care, but it's just kind of like, Phil's a loser. And he knows that I don't really respond to that, so it's kind of funny.
Okay.
But that's my
I
homie.
know there's sometimes beefs on the chats and the videos, and I never know who's in a real beef. So, but
Well,
I thought I recognized his name.
fortunately for us, Lenny, we have a wonderful host that doesn't allow that kind of bullshit and drama. And when it starts popping up, he can be like, "Yo, I'm pulling one of y'all back." Or if one of y'all already up here, you can't come up until he leaves because I don't want the drama, which I
Don't.
appreciate.
And I'm only about 3 days into my little experiment of only letting drama-free people on the panel, and I already feel like it's a success. Like there's no need to even go back.
Oh,
This is way better.
you've had 3 panels already without or drama-free panels, like you're saying no drama-free people.
2 or 3, yeah.
Okay,
I was gonna do it
so
for a
now
week. I was gonna give it a week and see how it ran, and we're about halfway into the week, and I'm already decided
happy
that
with it
it's
with the
But how
results.
yes.
but how are your numbers? Are they worse or better
I
or
don't know.
same?
I haven't really. I mean, they're a little
Yeah, but
lower.
like,
Your
but why
numbers
worry
are
about
always going to
numbers though?
suffer when
I'm
you
just
cut
curious.
back
I'm
on the
just
drama,
curious.
but they're not. They're. I'm comfortable with them
Yeah. Good.
for the content that I'm giving. They're good.
No, I asked that, Phil, because that's what some people go on. They want their channel to grow by having drama channels, and then it turns
Yeah,
into fucking.
that
Yeah,
drama's like
but
the
I'm a
drug that.
strong believer in being authentic,
Uh,
being you,
uh,
and absorbing people that way, bringing people in that way. Being real. Now, if you're just cheesy all the time and you got your scheme, and when I say that, not that it's a scheme, but we have characters that are the same characters no matter where they go. They do their thing, and then they come. You already know their goddamn scheme.
Look,
But you can tell when they're authentic and when they're real and they say their stuff. Like, okay, cool. Like, sometimes they want to have fun, sometimes they want to be serious. But you know who's who, dog. You should know after a while who the fuck is who. Like,
what's
who's
your
being a
that's the
exact?
thing
troll.
though. It's so hard to tell because just when you think you know, they do something or you find out that no, they're not. There is this other thing instead. And so it's always it's never settled.
See that part though, Jeff. That part about you heard somebody. Oh, it's not that. Like someone told you. For me, I can't hear that because I'm giving them a new chance. They're coming here. Maybe they're starting fresh. Maybe they're trying to come on here and the last panel that we're on, maybe they were assholes. And maybe they learned from their lesson and they won't do that again, type shit.
Can I
So they
ask a
might come
somewhat?
on honestly. But
Can
go
I ask
ahead.
a somewhat serious question about since you're a Hispanic man, what's your opinion on all these ICE raids and deportation and the alligator, Alcatraz, and all that shit? If you have an opinion.
It's funny because my wife wants to do a passport and I want to apply for my passport to renew it, and she's afraid of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's people that are Haitian in my community or around my community that they're on DACA, so they're here with work, but work unemployed them, so now they don't want to go back to their country of Haiti.
Yeah.
So she asked me if I want to fucking take them in as a family. I'm like, I said
Maggie,
personally,
cover
babe.
your ears.
Do you have
I was
cats and
like,
dogs?
yeah, I have dogs. I was like, personally, babe. I was like, I don't want to have a family in the house right now. Like, I already got your mother. Your mom lives with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I personally, a family coming in. Not that I mean, I fly a Puerto Rican flag in my house, bro. Higher. And
Yeah.
I'm in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
I fly a Marine Corps flag on my front porch, and I fly
Yeah.
a Puerto Rican flag on my garage, higher than a Marine Corps flag. I know it's disrespectful on the same flag, but it's two different buildings. So no disrespect
Yeah.
to anything like that. I show my fucking pride what I am. When I first moved here, if they don't fucking like it, it's like a fat dick. That's how I see that shit. But other than
Yeah.
that, the whole ICE thing, like if they came to my house, bro, I'm gonna go to jail automatically. I'll tell you that much. They ain't coming in my house.
No, but you're a legal citizen. You were in the Marines and stuff, so I'm not. They're not just
Yeah,
coming
but
at
they
you
can go
random.
to anybody. This is my problem with that. They can go up to you. Let's just say you were like me, Lanny.
Yeah.
You're from Canada, but let's just say you came from Canada and you came to see me, right? And you look like me, but you're
Yep.
Canadian.
Yeah.
And now you got everything, and now they want to see you automatically. They want to
Does he
frisk
have
you.
to look
They want
like
to
you?
ID you. Now you should know, Lanny. You're from Canada, but in America we have rights.
Yeah.
We have the right to walk as free men and not be fucked with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't come up to me and be like, "Hey, where's your fucking ID? Where's fucking this? Where's that?"
Yep.
You can't be doing that shit. Fuck
Yep.
that shit.
Yeah, you can.
No, I am against like stop and frisk and all that, but there is a you'd have
But they're
to say
doing
there.
that anyway. So if you're against it, how can you fuck with the ICE thing?
No, I don't fuck with
Understand
it,
that?
but I will say there has to be a point for a country when you have to say we can't just allow an open border situation. That doesn't mean
I agree with you on that stand. I agree with you on that
because
stand. I'm
otherwise
not
you're
going
not.
to sit here and say like the open the borders up, let everybody in. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I just say the people who are here. It is what it is. Make your fucking border, build your border up, and once that's boarded up, then do your goddamn shit.
But
Because
would you agree?
I guarantee you, you're pushing out 5. As you're pushing out 5 through ICE,
Yeah.
there's 25 more coming in.
But would you
I'm just
agree
being
though
real
with
with you.
would you agree with hunting down people that are like violent criminals that are here legally?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's what's
But
supposed to be the focus. That's supposed to be.
okay.
Yeah, I
But
know.
so was
Yeah.
DARE. So was
Yeah.
DARE program,
Yeah.
right? I'm just saying. The DARE program is supposed to be, about, against drugs. It's not about drugs. It's about getting people in goddamn jail. So the ICE program is a program built for people to use how they want to use and have this above supreme law constitution that can be above that. And that's where I be like, fuck that. Though Arizona had a law passed that can stop anybody that looks Hispanic of immigrant
Yeah.
before this ICE shit happened. This was like
Yeah.
3-4 years ago. And I'd be like, I'll be damned. And you know what's so fucked up is that the white dude from goddamn Europe that's sitting here that came in and has an English accent. How you doing, mate? I'm sorry, no, I don't have an ID. Oh, he's okay. But the
Yeah.
Hispanic guy
Yeah.
selling oranges in the corner, oh, nah, we need ID. We're calling ICE on you. Hey, how you
Yeah.
doing, sir? The white guy with the blue eyes from Europe, that's from goddamn overseas, is immigrant. He's cool. He can stay. You can stay there, bro. You're going to ICE.
Mm.
Where's
But
ICE on the
what
blue
if
guy?
it's geographical and not racial? Because England's not the one whose people are coming here causing all the trouble.
I
It's
use
the
an
other
example.
countries that happen
Well,
to
of
have
course,
brown skin.
England has to jump over fucking goddamn how much a whole goddamn ocean. I understand that, but even the people from Europe, they go to Canada first. They ain't stupid. They go to Canada first, and then they come down through Canada. The people from South America, they go through Mexico. It's no different.
And thank you, BC, very much. Thank you. Okay, then.
The Canadians look European, so the Europeans go through Canada. Okay,
But you
people
think they're
from South
going
America
off a
go through
race, they're
Mexico.
going off a country. If you look Mexican or South American, it's not like, oh, that person has brown skin, get him. It's that person
Okay,
is likely
They,
from one of the countries where the problem is coming from.
okay. How many times on the news have you seen a fucking European come through Mexico?
Because the
I'll
problem's not
wait.
coming from Europe. It's coming from
no, but
I'm
Mexico
just
and
giving you.
South America.
I use Europe. Let's use another country. It could be Africa. It could be Nigeria, Australia, Japan. That's
That's
all
not
I'm
where the
trying to say.
problem's coming from.
But people from other countries are also violent. That's what I'm trying to
Well,
say.
I
Don't think
do
for a minute.
think they should fall under the same consequences as everyone else they're rounding
You
up.
know what? You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about the sleeper cells that we have in America. That's where I'm on. We got
What
sleeper
the?
cells of people who want to destroy America, and their cells built up and they stay for 4 or 5 years, nonchalantly, quietly, and you're spending money worrying about the goddamn borders. And these goddamn cells are the ones sneaking into the borders. So I understand the whole border thing. Build the border, build it up, have it fucking done with, and then from there, let's go from there. You can't do it. The border's still open. You can come in. Where's the money?
Well,
Where's the
the
mad
border's
money?
not really open. That's part of the problem. Is it's not being enforced.
You can sneak in so fast. You watch Fast and the Furious? The goddamn tunnel. It ain't that hard. People build mines and they go into a house. The border's so close.
Okay, well then, what do we do about the people that are doing that if we can't go identify them and find them and get them out? Because
Unfortunately,
you don't want the
the
cops going around
cartel,
asking
the
about
cartel is
people and
too
where they're
big.
from.
The cartel is too big of a fucking guy. We have to do a military attack on the cartel, and we cannot do that because they will still organize and they will still do that. But the cartel runs that whole goddamn border. Don't think for a fucking minute the United States has control of that goddamn border. They have agents that they pay. They have people that they pay, people on choppers to go that way while we come this way, people to build tunnels and come into your house. Don't think for a fucking minute the cartel don't run the US border because they fucking do.
I don't know
I
that.
guarantee you that shit.
Well,
That's
they
just me
do,
though.
and they're part of the
At least you know
trafficking.
the border it's coming from. We've
I understand.
localized it to the actual area
Well,
that's the problem, and now you
I
know why it's people of that persuasion.
well, it's people also from further south also,
Yeah.
okay? And it's not just Mexico, because people Mexican descent are very good people. They try to bust the ass. They come here and work at a
An
quarter
American cop's not going to know
of
all
the
that,
wage
though.
that Americans work for, and they do the work happily with a smile on their face.
Well, then they
But
could
I don't
come.
think it's
There
the
should be
Mexican
a
people.
legal way for people to come and do that. There
and
really
that's the thing,
should.
though. That part adds to, though, the jobs also then going away from American citizens, because then you have so many people coming in, then the wages go down because you have all this cheap labor that's coming in, and then the American citizens are priced out, and they end up being on unemployment or end up on fentanyl, and you start all these fucking fentanyl
Well,
cities.
and then on
Fit,
top of that, who's going to do the
fentanyl
job
is a
that they're doing?
choice.
If you want to get rid of them all, I'm being real with you. When they're all gone, who's going to do the goddamn jobs?
The AI machines.
The
no, but
robot
no,
dogs.
but I know what you're saying. I'm on, like, I understand the humanity side of it, but I also understand the country side of it, where you have to have a nation, and you can't just have people that willy
I do
nilly.
I don't
understand both
have
sides.
humanity for people that break the law. I don't have a It's not a moral conflict for me.
Well,
Okay, I understand, but you know what? This is no different than when Pearl Harbor happened. When Pearl Harbor happened, anybody who was Japanese descent was put into a goddamn
country.
refugee
It
camp or
is
a
different
camp.
because they're not going after everybody of a certain descent.
They
The
are, but just in
media
one
is
state
putting
right
that
now.
out there,
It's
but
just in
that's
one
not
state
what
because
actually
one
was
state has a
actually
lot of them.
happening.
It's just starting in one state, but don't think for a minute that it's not in other states. You just don't see, you don't hear about it. You don't see
Because
it.
I
You
don't
don't
think
hear
it's
about it in the
happening.
news.
It's out there and it's happening, but you don't hear about it. But I'm telling you it's happening, so you should just believe me that it's happening, even though you don't hear about it.
I understand what you're saying, Jeff. What I'm trying to tell you is no different than drug busts that happen all over the world that we don't see on TV neither. That this shit happens and they don't put it on the news. That's all I'm trying to say. Like there's shit happening left and right, bro,
But
and we
it's
don't
not
see it happen.
happening like Pearl Harbor. That was happening out in the like it was very blatantly happening. So what you're saying is happening stealth in certain places is not the scale that it happened at Pearl Harbor.
Okay, I could agree with you. I use that as a metaphor, but I can understand what you're stating. So I understand what that I stand corrected. What I'm trying to say, I use that as an example. I just feel like you walking in America, you should not be questioned, asked anything about fucking ID, whatever, until you committed a crime. That's the Constitution of the United States. That's what it stands for. Okay.
Where I don't. What part of it says that? I didn't even know they had IDs back then.
Your First Amendment. No, freedom of
No, First
speech,
Amendment is
freedom of
freedom of
press.
speech.
Yeah, freedom of press. No, freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom of protest, freedom to petition, and freedom of religion. That's the
Uh,
First Amendment. Second Amendment is the freedom of
Right to
to
bear
bear
carry
arms.
arms.
firearms.
Yeah.
Firearms. Fifth Amendment. I think it's the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment. You're free to walk without being like
Search and
Germany. You
seizure.
can't just
No
be.
rights to search and seizure.
Let me look it up.
Yes, right. Search and seizure.
Because I
Exactly.
don't have a problem showing my ID to a cop. I
But
assume
why?
that it's
But
going to help
see,
them do their job. So
okay,
I
Jeff, but
want to
that's your
cooperate.
view. I personally, when I see a police, that's the last thing I'm gonna do is give you my ID. I don't
So
want to
you
give you
just don't
ID.
you don't trust the police, but you don't trust the state. You have some mistrust in your own country to begin with. The right of people to be
The
secure in their
government,
persons,
the
houses,
government.
papers, and
I
effects
don't
against
know.
unreasonable searches and seizures. So that
Okay, so
unreasonable leaves a lot of room for interpretation.
in according to the United States, you need to have me either committing a crime and the process of committing a crime or suspicion of me committing a crime. If I'm walking down the street as a Hispanic with my grandmother, you don't have the
But
right
you
just to come
don't
up
know
to
what
me.
they have when they ask you. They might have all that. Y-
But they do that. I'm telling you, they do that shit all the time. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Then
You
if
don't.
they're doing it all the time, like inappropriately, there would be consequence. They wouldn't be getting away with it on this scale across the country,
Well,
all
no,
over the
right now
place.
that is happening the last couple months where they have
Yes,
just randomly been able to stop everyone and they're
yes.
just
That's what
checking
I'm trying to
that
say.
is happening. There's tons of videos of that happening,
That's
and
what
that would
ICE
be
has.
annoying.
That's the ICE rules right now. ICE has control over everything. They
Yeah, and
literally.
Pat has a good
And
point. The
they're coming in.
Constitution applies to the citizens, not to
Yeah,
the illegal aliens.
Okay, true. You're right, Pat. You're right. But who's to say I'm not a U.S. citizen or I'm an immigrant? So I look like this. You're
See,
supposed to
that's
think
why
that I'm
showing your
illegal.
ID would solve all of that. Would make it better for
Okay,
you. It would make it better for
but
them.
according to
So
the
why
Constitution,
is it a battle you even
because
have
I
to
fought
fight?
in the Marine Corps. I've been in the Marine Corps as American. We fought for our constitutional rights to
it's the
walk in
disrespect of a
America
man of people coming up to you to say, "Show me your
and
face."
not be bothered
It's
by it. Like I don't. First of all, I don't like police, Jeff.
It's not a
Tell
if
you
a
that much.
random person came up and asked me, I probably would show them. It's a
but these
cop.
men
They
are
have the
coming. These are
uniform of
masked men.
authority on them. They are representative of the state. That carries a different meaning and evokes a
So why
different
don't you just wear the
response than a
goddamn
random
blue band on your
person.
arm? You should just wear a blue band on your arm that tells you you're goddamn German. If that's what it comes to.
Get the yellow star.
No, only in your mind.
I'm just saying that's what it comes down to. Then, like if I'm gonna give you my ID, just
I
give me
just
my
it
ID.
doesn't freak me out to see somebody from the state asking to see my ID. I assume they're doing it as part of the execution of their duties.
But that's
Like
why
I
this
have a
all
basic trust in their motives and intentions.
the whole motive behind this is to lead to digital ID, biometric ID, so that way it seems like
I,
we're not. No, it is. No,
my
it is.
mind never once
It's
thought
no,
of
it's
that. Thinks
100%.
of
That's
that.
where it's going because that's the only
That's
way to say
paranoia.
it's a safe. We know who everyone
I
is.
don't
We
want to
can
show
see
you
by
my
their eyes,
ID because
by
we're
the way
about
they're.
to go to digital IDs.
Nope, that's the only way that the citizens can say we're going to get behind. We're going to stop all this
Okay,
crap.
here,
We're going to stop
Jeff.
this mess. That's the
If
only
you
way
get
they'll
stopped
agree
by a
to
cop,
it.
if you get stopped by a cop, would you want to know why you got stopped?
Yeah, but I
If you were,
also assume at some point they're going to let me know. They're not just going to stop me
but
and
they
not
don't.
tell me
They
why I'm
don't. There's
stopped. So
multiple
I wait
videos.
for them to tell. And every interaction I've ever had with the cop, they've done exactly that. They've eventually told me why I'm being stopped.
So what if they told you something that was not even legit? Like say they told you your tail light was out, but it wasn't out.
That would be
And
weird.
do you think that doesn't happen right now?
It's never happened to me, and I would like
Or do
tell
you think
somebody like I got stopped, and
do
he
you
said
think
the
it
tail
doesn't
light's
happen right
out.
now? Is my question. Do you think it doesn't happen in today's day?
It would to me it would be weird to happen at all, but to happen on any kind of significant scale would be even more weird. I would be very skeptical of that.
Are you
That
against
Okay,
cops
but
public?
how would you
across the
know?
country are
How would
going
you
around
know?
lying to people and saying stuff like their tail lights out when it's really not.
So you believe that cops don't lie?
No, that's not what I said. I don't know how you
I'm asking you a
getting
question. If a cop
that
stopped
set
you,
of words
no,
from what I
I
said.
no. My question was if a cop stopped you and said your tail light was out, but it wasn't out. Like how would you if he didn't you said the cop will eventually tell me. So you're gonna give them your ID. You're gonna
Uh-huh.
do all of this. Okay, sir. Yes, all this, and
Well,
your
I
light's
would
not even
tell
out.
them, I'd say, no, it's not. Look, it's working right now. So I don't know what you're talking about. It's out.
How would you
Like
know?
that
You have to
would
get out
be
of your
and
car,
you
actually
could
look
get
at it.
a third party. You could get another cop or a supervisor or somebody to come and also look at the tail light. So the entire department would have to lie about the tail light, and then you could show it to a non-cop, and then they could see, oh no, look, it's working, and then they would know the entire. It's not something that you could get away with on any kind of scale.
Why would the whole department get involved if it's not even
I,
a
I don't even
record?
know where this is coming from. Did this happen to you? Did a cop stop you and lie to you about something? How did you handle it?
No, I mean, me police. My camera's always out. I always turn my phone on. I record
Oh,
police all the
okay. And
time.
now they have body cams. It makes it even harder
Yeah,
to
that
pull
doesn't mean shit.
something.
The
And I don't
body
even know
cams
the
get edited.
motive. It's like a shit paid job. Why would you put that
The
much
body
You'd want
cams,
to do
yeah,
you'd want
body
to
cams get
just
edited all the
go to
time though.
work, do your basic job and go home.
Because sometimes being a police officer is not the best job in the world, and people join that career and they don't realize they're not mentally prepared for it. It's hard to be a cop, personally.
So you don't trust their training and like to filter out the
No,
people that
none
don't belong
whatsoever.
on the
None
force. I
whatsoever.
see.
They don't understand your rights. They don't understand what rights you have. They don't understand anything. It's like follow my rules, do what I tell you to do,
That's what
and
authority
I'm
is, pretty much, yes.
okay. It's okay, but you don't have authority over me until
They
I break a
do.
law.
They do. As
No, until I
living
break a
in this
law.
free society,
Okay,
you
until I
volunteer
break a
we
law.
you agree to give that authority over to the state. That's what keeps
Okay,
this running.
but until I break a law is the problem, Jeff. Until I committed a crime, about to commit a crime, or in the process of
Okay,
committing a
how are
crime.
they supposed to determine that? We have an entire judicial system set up to determine that. So how is a cop in the moment supposed to have already determined all of that?
If you're stopping me for
You
what you're
don't trust the
stating,
cop because if a cop stops me, I trust it's for a reason and they know what they're doing. And so if they stop me by mistake or something, that will all come out and get resolved, and then they'll move on to the.
so have you
But
been
the
stopped for
minute
speeding,
they
for
stop
example?
you, your mistrust kicks in. You don't trust that they even stopped you. Like you don't even trust that they should be interacting with you. So
Okay,
we
but
have
listen,
completely different reactions to the same event based on our sense of trust about that event.
we'll
It's
call it
almost like
speeding.
there's two lived
We'll call it
experiences.
speeding. We'll call it speeding.
Okay.
Have you ever been caught speeding and the cops say you're
Yeah,
going
but by
65?
airplane. I didn't get stopped by actual cop. They just mailed me a ticket. But I have gotten stopped for running a yellow light.
And did you argue that? Did you feel you
No,
ran it or
no, because I knew that I did. I knew when it
so
happened that I
everything
ran
so
it.
everything you've done by a cop that
I was
stopped you,
just
you did
hoping a
something wrong.
cop didn't see me. And then when I saw the lights, I'm like, damn, there was a cop. They did see me. So I couldn't argue with it because I myself even knew that I did it. So I'm
I
like,
got
yep,
it.
I did it. Give me the
So
ticket. That was
every
the very
stop you've
first
had,
ticket I ever got. I'm like, yep, I did it. Sorry about that. Signed the ticket. I didn't even try to lie my way out of it.
so you never been stopped for nothing that's not something you didn't
No,
do.
I've never been stopped for anything that I didn't actually do.
Well, that's why we have differences. Maybe.
Well, I asked you if that's happened to you, but you didn't really tell me a story.
Well, I mean, for me, it happens like kind of like all the time. I feel like I don't get stopped very often, but I mean, when I do, have I been stopped because I caught an infraction? Absolutely yes. But I'm the last guy to give you ID. Like, for example, hold on, I got a phone call. My goddamn shit.
Oh man,
Always calling
right in
me.
the
Hold on a
heart of the
minute.
story. Lanny, has it happened to you? Have Mounties stopped you?
I don't have mayonnaise because I'm in Ontario, but they're in the other parts of Canada. But I have
Oh, I
had a
thought they
cop.
were all over Canada.
They're kind of like the FBI in Canada, but in certain parts of Canada, they're the actual cops of that area.
Oh,
So
with the little
it's kind of weird.
uniforms.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
It's
what do you
fucking.
y'all just have what cops? What do you call them?
Yeah, I got regular like beat cops, like the same kind of city cops you guys would have. I got,
Oh, okay.
I mean, like local city cops, and then we got a provincial police department as well. But I have had that just being stopped randomly for no fucking reasons. I've had it where a cop fucking I turned a corner because I was trying to get into traffic and I was in a pickup truck, so there's no weight in the back. My back tires went just a little. Like I wasn't a guy trying to squirt around like squeal around the corner, nothing like that. Just turned the corners, tires hit some gravel, spun a little. The cop comes pulling up beside me, screaming, "Oh, what are you doing? Stop! Pull over!" And I'm thinking I hit someone. I think I must have killed someone. He pulls me over, says I have a noise infraction for squealing my tires coming around a corner when it was literally I'm just turning, trying to get in, but he wanted to stop me, see who I was, get an interaction, get my ID. Because I had an attitude about it, tried to fight it in court. I lost because they're saying no, you had an attitude about it and you're talking back to a police officer. It was a
That
totally
sounds like a
unjustified.
Canadian thing. I don't know that that would happen in the U.S.
But that's the thing. It happens more in small towns, especially in the U.S. And it happens in gang cities. But
But
it
that's
happens
all.
because
It's not stopped for nothing you didn't do because you did do
do you
something.
agree with the stop and frisk though? Do you believe cops should just be allowed to stop and frisk and ask for ID like on the streets and say not even driving, just because they have that in certain states where it was legal, where you can just stop someone and say show me your papers, just like kind of old school German ways. Show me your papers.
I personally don't have a problem with that because I don't see a lot of cops wasting their time stopping random people for no reason. What do they get out of that?
Well,
So
it
it would
doesn't.
empower them to do something they're probably doing in the course of an investigation to begin with.
It's more like it's not happening in your friendly little maybe group of guys community that are hanging out at a bar or just going. But if you're just say a group of Hispanic kids, a group of black kids, you're hanging out, you're just talking, you're hanging on the corner. They can just come up and be like, "Show me your paper, show me your ID," because we think you're up to no good. They may be up to no good. Maybe they should be stopping first. But they also are just free citizens that should be allowed to just stand there and talk and hang out and laugh and just because they're in America, it's supposed to be free, but it's the least free country when you see these videos of how the police will interact with you, how homeowners associations have total control of how you live. It's a very how you can't go on a beach with a drink, you can't go on a park with a drink, you can't go walk a street with these. There's so many rules and
That's
regulations where it's
local
the opposite of
ordinances. Those
but
are
that's the
local
thing. That's how
ordinances.
society is brought down to, where we're so controlled by every little minuscule idea and micromanaged in our society, where we're not
I don't
free
feel
anymore.
that
We're
way, and
just
I'm
basic.
very sensitive to that kind of stuff.
Well, that's how I see it leading. But I also see like, yeah, there's crime rise. Yeah, you got to stop and search some people. Maybe that's the thing they need to do. So there is an argument where you got to do that shit.
But maybe,
But I can understand being pissed off if I'm not up to no good, and then
but
people have to say the
if
same thing,
you're
right?
Hispanic and hanging out, or even white or any color, and you're hanging out with your friends,
Yeah,
and you catch a cop's attention,
yeah,
and everything's legal, you're legal. The easiest way to solve is to just show them the ID and let them like move on. Like I don't
yes.
see why.
But say it
It's like
happens
it's
to
for
you. Say
some
it happens to
abstract
you.
principle that
Say it
in
happens to you
reality
every
really
other
doesn't
weekend, though.
have that
Say
much
it
of an
happens.
impact.
But if it happens to you every other weekend or every like once a month, and you
Why
kind
is
of
it?
like
I would want to know
eventually,
why
no,
it's happening to this
eventually
person
one of you,
every other
eventually one
weekend.
of your friends, eventually one of the friends are gonna go fuck you, and then the cops gonna go, what do you mean fuck you? And then it turns into a thing, and then all of a sudden it escalates into nonsense because
You
they're
leaving
just
something out of the
bothering.
story because this should not be happening
I,
every other weekend. These are not
but it,
just ordinary people hanging out doing nothing.
I'm not that's where I'm saying the other side of the story is maybe they're up to shenanigans.
Like
Maybe they
I'm
are.
not even a cop, and I'm already suspicious of this group.
No, I understand. That's why I'm saying I can understand both arguments, but I can understand if I'm just a guy chilling with my buddies on the street and I'm being bothered every other weekend to be like, show me your ID. What the fuck are you doing here? Get out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm just wanted to, hang out and talk with my friends. You know.
Also, they're not very good cops if they're stopping the same person every other week and don't remember that the story they're going to get each time or share the
Yeah.
information with the other cops.
Yep.
So at some point, the frequency of stops would be reduced if it's just routine. Like, okay, that's
Right.
that dude. We don't have to go harass him again. We know who he is. And also, when I was growing up in the '90s, the parish I lived in Louisiana, the cops were so
Mm-hmm.
corrupt there. They actually were stopping Mexicans that were coming over from Texas. And Louisiana has this weird law where they could just seize your property for no reason. And they were taking their cars and everything. And it got so
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
that Dateline came and did a story on it, exposing it. It was one of their highest
Yeah.
rated episodes ever. So when the corruption did happen, actually did happen, and got exposed, the whole country was against it. And it became like a headline of corruption and don't do this, it's bad. So that's why I don't think it's on the scale that
But
y'all
just
think
to
it is because the exceptions are so stark.
no, but just say it got busted in this instance doesn't mean that's not a regular sort of occurrence where that's just the mentality of certain police where they're just going to stop some guy because they're coming through and they think,
don't
well,
think it's the
he's probably
norm.
trafficking drugs, or he's probably, but the guy might be going, I'm just going to my next construction job in the city because we're doing a fucking concrete pour over here. You know what I mean? And I got this money because I'm getting a concrete job. And they're like, no, we're seizing your money. We're seizing your car because you seem suspicious.
I don't think that's the norm.
I wouldn't say it's.
Um, God, where's the link? Moose. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you got to drop the link. People were asking for the link.
They changed. They changed the. I thought
They
I had
did
pinned it
change
at the
it.
top. They changed where they put the link. I couldn't find it. All right, there you go.
Yeah, so Vinny was asking for it. So.
Well, Vinny's gonna have to cam up. Oh, I guess it's
Oh,
not pinned. Sorry about that. That may be why we didn't get more people. Moose is not a panel killer by any means.
shit.
I forgot this is a cam up broadcast, so I
Oh
just wanted
yeah,
to say, praise God, peace and love,
Hey,
everybody,
that
and
guy.
yeah,
What's
what's up, Lanny? Good to
up,
see you,
man?
bro, and
What's up, man?
continue the great conversation. I can't stay cammed up because I'm still at work,
Ah,
so
oh okay.
I'll see you guys in like an hour.
Is it
good
Peace.
like
time
the
at work, man.
storeroom or you're camming from the storeroom?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That guy's awesome.
Thanks, Moose.
That guy's awesome. That guy busted my balls the first time I met him. God damn it.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I did too. I still haven't completely like resolved one way or the other with you. I just stopped caring. I'm like, okay, even if he's a troll, he could at
I'm not,
least come on the panel and have a conversation so he could stay.
yeah, I'm trying not to troll anymore. I try not to.
Trying not to. Because weren't you part, didn't you have like a history with trolling or were part of some troll thing for a while? To me,
I
once a
don't.
troll, always a troll.
But no, it wasn't like I wasn't like no. Like I would say I was in a group of we would go after creators that were monetizing the truth community. But that was like 10 years ago. I don't know.
Oh.
That was weird. But it was nothing big. It was just like
Y'all didn't want it monetized?
we just thought it was grifty when you're trying to be like, I got the next secret, or I'm going to tell you the conspiracy, or I'm going to, but it's behind this paywall, or you have a donate
Oh.
here, and that kind of
Oh, yeah,
bullshit.
that is kind of grifty.
It's like, nah, if we're going to talk about the truth and expose the government, just talk about it and fucking, you know. There's no sense of being like, this is super secret over here. But you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
So it's just those kind of people you kind of go at. But it wasn't, you know, that's just holding people to account, I'd say.
So you were part of the Truther universe?
Yeah, and then I went away, and then like COVID brought me back, all that fucking fake shit where you took the vaccine and all that.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I hear is like a lot of the Panelverse is built on the foundation of the Truther movement.
Yeah, because it was the only spot where we had a chance to be like, hey man, let me speak this to my 20 or 30 people. let me let me try and get out this 9/11 truth or this fucking government conspiracy and see if you'll bite. That's basically it. Kind of trying to get little truth nuggets out there when you could.
And now is the movement even still around or did it kind of fizzle out
It's like everyone
or
turned into
morphed?
a. It morphed into everyone went into like trying to make money. Like Luke We Are Change. You ever heard of We Are Change? Luke Rakowski. You know those guys.
Who?
You ever heard the We Are Change? It's
Uh-uh.
been around since the 9/11 Truth days. It was like an actual organization of like all around America, almost around the world. But then Luke took it over and
Yo,
basically is his own grifting organization now. What's up, Philly? How's your
what up, man?
call?
I gotta get my sound to my. I got you on the regular fucking.
This looks familiar, this We Are Change. Like I recognize their logo or something.
Yeah, they've been around forever.
Oh.
But yeah,
So they're
Anyway,
truth
it's turned
grifters.
in. It's
yo,
just
sorry
turned into
about that.
like
My
a
wife was calling me back.
t-shirt salesman. Phil probably knows We Are Change.
Anyways, yo, so Jeff, anyways, man. So that was kind of a slippery slope we're getting into, and I didn't want to get into it too deep. But we have different opinions about the law and the government, which is okay, and I'm okay with getting in a conversation with you about that. But apparently, right now, we're getting too deep into it, and I don't want to make that the panel about what it is. I
Oh,
appreciate your
okay. Because
show
I
and all
like
that,
to get deep into things, but we don't have
which
to.
I do too. But I need you to somewhat, like, for example, if I hear someone's story, I try to picture myself in their view, if that makes sense.
Well, that's the thing. That's where we stop. Is you were going to tell a
Yeah.
story of getting stopped for not doing anything, and while you were gone, Lanny told his version of when it happened to him, and it turned out he actually did something, so there was a reason for stopping him. So I wanted
Well,
to hear one of your
But I think
stories.
Phil's also asking though. Right? I think Phil's also asking if you have empathy, if you can put yourself in someone else's shoes, not just
I
yeah.
your
think
So
I
own.
do that,
and for me, I mean, we're using a traffic stop
but I
now.
have to hear the
You can,
story first.
but listen, I use that in a sense because maybe I was hoping that maybe you were stopped at one point with something you didn't do, but apparently you have not. And I
No,
use that as a metaphor
believe it or
because
not, I've mostly been a good boy my whole life. Like I
okay,
don't go out of my way
but
to
I use that as
get
a
into
metaphor
trouble.
because that's the only way I can relate that to ice as an example. But oh my God, what the?
There's been times like at work where I've been accused of stuff I haven't done by managers or coworkers, but I blow it up the minute it happens. I get it all on the table and we fight it out and then it's done. And I either get fired or we move on. So I handle that kind of stuff very quickly when it happens. And I have fought with supervisors and I have fought with bosses. Those are positions of authority where I felt like they were misusing or abusing their powers. But it's never happened to me with a cop. He froze.
Who's Mangy?
You haven't met Mangy yet?
I don't know.
Mike's cat story from
Uh,
last week.
no, I didn't hear that. No.
Hmm.
Is
It's on my
Mike?
stream.
Is that is that Mike though?
He
Is it?
told a story about a stray cat that used to hang out of his back door that he used to feed. That's the
Uh,
story. It was 2 to 3 hours of talking about this cat, and we got to know this cat so intimately through this story. It was one of the most amazing pieces of internet content that I've seen. And Mangy has become a meme ever since. We have a whole little Mangy family that hangs out here now. It's worth watching. I might go watch it later on
there
again
you go.
myself.
I'll check it out. You should make a clip
It's
for it. You should.
storytelling at its finest. The way
I
he
got an
could keep
idea.
this cat story going.
Have you ever thought of doing clips of your channel? So, dude, you just clip out little segments.
People have been telling me that over and over and over, and the thing is, I am too lazy
Yeah.
to figure like go back and clip. But the biggest problem is figuring out where to clip, and then you have
Well, I
to
can,
like line up and position the little thing, and all of that
do,
frustrates me.
do you
If
want to
there
know
was
the
a way
easiest
to
way, though?
just like
I can show you the easiest way. I'll
okay,
tell you. Take your phone, your smartphone. If you have a good screen record where it actually records the internal audio, screen record that 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, and then upload from your phone to your channel. 2 minute clip, and it's so much easier because you're screen recording the video, but it's got to be the internal audio, not the microphone voice
so
audio where
you're
it comes through.
saying clip while it's happening, clip
No, no,
live.
no,
Don't
no. I'm just saying, like afterwards, you could go back and just be like, "Oh, that was a good 2 minutes. That was a good 5 minutes." But it'll be easier on your smartphone just to screen record that bit and then upload it through your phone, as opposed to going through YouTube Studio and all that shit and trying to clip it out and edit it. It's just such a harder fucking thing to do. What up, V-Say? What up, Tree Man? What up, Trini? What up, my Trini buddy?
Hey, Lenny. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, B-Say, what's up? Where are you in your garage too?
Yeah, yeah.
What's going on?
Hiding
I
from your
tried to.
wife.
I tried to. I was trying and trying and trying to catch Phil, but now that loser left.
His
I
phone
think he
keeps
got
like.
kicked off. I suspect he will be back, but because we were in
I
the
think his
middle of a
connection.
heated conversation. Have you ever been stopped by a cop for something you didn't do?
Many, many times. That's why I just came up because I gotta disagree with you a little bit, Jeff, but not in a bad way. But
Oh, you
um,
can disagree. in any kind of way you want. What was one of the stories?
Uh, driving too close to the sidewalk, driving down the road, driving too close to the.
That's a weird one. Were you?
No,
I
but
mean
I was
that does seem
toxic,
like
but
a
I was
very
intoxicated, and I
petty. Oh, did see? Amazing how these innocent stories turn out to have reasons
it doesn't
behind it. That's the
matter.
second one. I
Okay,
can't
now
wait to
you're
hear
getting
feels.
listen. Now you're getting into now the backstory is different because there was somebody who called me in earlier, but the moral is that still you should have some probable cause, and I had two witnesses with me, but it doesn't matter sometimes, and so the
Swerving is
argument I've been
probable
arguing.
cause.
I got a friend here who's an attorney, and we've been discussing this, and he's taking your side a lot, Jeff. He's taking your side, and I don't, because I don't. The even though if I was guilty in the end, and this officer got lucky because he had a hunch or a phone call, that's good for him, but still trampled on my rights that I did not drive on the sidewalk or get on the curb or near the curb.
But
So,
you were drinking and driving. Is this the most innocent of your stories that you have?
oh no,
Because I told you to just. This is the one you picked.
this is the best one. This is the most innocent one.
The one where you were driving drunk.
Yeah, and I was like, 0.11, not point, just over 0.10. Just
I'm glad the cops have that power to investigate and determine that, especially if you were that close to the line. And I'm glad that they have resources like tips and whoever called in, all that stuff. That all helps them keep the rest of us safe.
even if I didn't drive close to the line, and I had two people in the car that went to court and testified that I never went
And
anywhere.
I have driven. I've had a few and driven, got behind the wheel myself, so I know the risk. But every time, if I had gotten stopped any of those times, I would have had to own the consequences.
I owned it. I owned it. Everything. I owned it. I didn't even argue with the cop. I never. So let's get the argument straight. It's not a matter of if I was guilty or not, because I guess I was. They proved it, but it was the reason and personal vendetta before that. So I think there has to be some reasonable, articulable, articulatable. What's the name? Suspicion.
Articulable. If you're in a fight with
Articulable.
somebody, don't get behind the wheel drunk. Even if you're not, but don't get behind the wheel drunk and give them that kind of ammo to use against you in the first place. That was sloppy on your part. If you're in
That's
this
the
feud,
that's the best advice ever. Don't do it.
Don't be
so
an illegal
again,
immigrant without an ID.
take accountability.
And have a legal ID. We were just discussing this ID. Do you need an ID? Can the ICE stop you? And if you
To
don't have an
drive, you
ID,
do.
huh?
Oh, from what I understand, that's by state. Like, isn't it
Yeah.
statewide or local or something? Because
Driving,
some
yeah.
places you are required to carry, like, have an ID with you at all times, and some places you're not.
So if you're not driving, should you still have to have an ID to show who you are?
Yeah, if you're not driving and walking down the street, let's say you're 20
I think
Mexicans.
it depends on the law in that place.
Say
But
you're
whatever
20.
the law is, it should apply to everybody. So if one person doesn't have the right to get stopped, nobody should.
Okay, now I'm going to go against my own beliefs, but like these days, if ICE goes somewhere and there's 20 Mexicans and they think that three of them are illegal, they have the right to arrest all of them, and they don't need any court process or reasonable suspicion or nothing. They're given. So I'm going against my own beliefs and saying ICE is going maybe above and beyond. I don't know that.
Is this happening though, or is this like a hypothetical scenario?
It seems to be happening. I
Seems to
I,
be.
I don't.
I'd have to
I,
know for sure.
in
Because I
California.
imagine ICE knows like who their targets are and where to find them.
But in Southern California, they
So
were
you think it's
profiling
just
people simply
people
for
in
the skin.
uniforms walking around the streets looking for Mexicans to randomly? You don't think it's like oh, these are the people we're going out. Here's where they are. Let's go get them.
Seems, Jeff, it's both. I'm not trying to. It just seems that ICE is it's potential that they're overusing their authority. That's
But a
the
lot, yeah, I
common
know,
theme,
and
right?
people can exploit that appearance to make the reality seem different than it actually is. So I would really want to get behind the scenes and see how ICE is actually executing their process. Because it would, even from an efficiency, from an operational, it would seem weird to have teams of militarized police wandering streets trying to just randomly find immigrants to deport. That doesn't seem efficient. And it
That
seems like it would escalate things unnecessarily. So,
that
like,
doesn't it in the end seem like theater? Doesn't it seem like theater?
if what you're describing is happening, that seems more like theater than if ICE is actually going up and finding people that they know don't belong in the country legally to begin with and focusing on those people and getting them out of the country. That seems more tactical, like how it would happen in real life, less theatrical.
The real story is what's happening mostly in California, where they are because you're brown or you look Hispanic. That's enough. That
Well,
is
that's the
their
story
reasonable
I
suspicion.
hear from some people, but I don't. Again, I don't have actual incidents where this is happening, so I'd have to see. It seems weird, like they could get away with it for very long on scale if they're just going to go random. And again, the efficiency thing. It seems like it's self defeating toward their own goals to do it that way. Hey, Jax, what's up?
Um, the other problem is there's a lot of let's say Mexicans in my town who have their DACA. They've been here 15, 20 years. They even have a driver license. But according to the latest stuff, maybe they're even at risk. I don't know. I'm worried about him. He should be able to be legal. He went to Seattle, Washington from Michigan to get a license 15 years ago. He's as legal as can be, but he's scared to death too
Well,
because he doesn't
why
have a
does he have? Has anybody contacted him or given him a reason to be scared?
no, but he doesn't. He's not a he's not a citizen. He never went through the I-20 and took all the shit and did all that. So he's always never gonna until you do that. You're never gonna really be a citizen, right? Even though he has a job, legit, but not legal.
Well,
After 17 years, he's probably not legal. I don't know.
but maybe that's why some of this theater is to get people to self-deport.
It's a tough one, man. This discussion drives me crazy because I'm on all sides of it all the time. And once you argue with me about
I'm on
one
the
side,
side of people following the rules and making it fair for everybody else.
Goddamn
This is a
rule.
very easy one for me. I don't even have to spend a half a second like agonizing and deliberating over it.
oh, the police have to follow the rules too, Jeff.
Yeah, and I believe that they mostly do. Way more than the people that are coming over here illegally do. Because they would even have the status of illegal if they were following rules.
I know, but when you let 20 million in that in the last few years, you can't keep track of it. It's impossible to know
Well,
what's
you could
going
make
on.
the attempt, and I applaud that they're at least making an attempt, which is more than the last administration did.
That's why we need digital biometric ID, and we'll get rid of everyone. Fuck yeah. No, I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
Speaking
That's where
about speaking about Gen X, Jeff, 20 years ago or 30, we didn't this was not the issue and then it just wasn't. Just wasn't.
I've kind of always remember it being in the news here and there at some point, but maybe not to the extent that it is now. But even back then, my position would not have been any different. I don't know why the sympathy is for the people breaking the law against the people trying to enforce the law when we want them enforcing all the other laws when we need them to. I don't understand it. It seems like something psychologically distorted going on in people that support this.
I never thought Jeff would be so based. Oh boy.
I mean, it seems like an easy one for me. This doesn't even seem based. It seems so like I don't even understand why it's an issue, except for people feeling
Jeff,
very differently about these people than I do.
Jeff, I know you're very conservative, but you keep on talking like a liberal. What's going
I'm
on?
not really. I'm 70-30. I took the test. I lean 70% right. But immigration was one of the issues that I leaned right on.
Do you think he sounds liberal by wanting to deport everyone?
I just want laws enforced. How I don't.
No, but
I'm not saying deport everyone. I'm saying enforce the system we have now, or fix it, or create a better system that can accommodate. If we truly need that amount of people and they need to be here, then fix the system to accommodate that reality instead.
Well,
But do something. But you can't have the system like it's supposed to work and then just ignore it.
that is the answer, Jeff. You just hit it. You hit the nail on the
Okay,
head.
then we have a political process for that already. So we have to use the process that's set up to make that happen. And until that happens, we have to deal with the reality that it is now. So you can do both. You can correct the excesses of the current system while you repair it and set it up for some improved future system.
Yeah, but how do you do that with 20 million people too? So what side are you going to take now?
We've been doing a lot of things with millions of people. That's a country this size. That's what it takes. It's
Hey,
amazing that we pull off what we pull off.
I'm not
We're
against
like one of the most
immigration.
diverse,
Fuck
chaotic
you.
countries on earth, and we still
Fuck you,
somehow
B-Say.
come together
You
and
fucking
resolve these
loser.
issues.
Fuck
You
you too,
fucking
you
loser.
fucking
Phil,
stupid
I'm
dick.
starting to think you're trying to get out of telling your cop story because the last two people that have told it have been guilty, 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 guilty. So we want to hear an innocent person minding their own business, doing absolutely nothing wrong, and a cop
The last time I got
suddenly
stopped,
interferes in their life.
okay. The last time I stopped a cop recently was about probably like 4 months ago. I high beamed a car in front of me, and it happened to be a cop,
Is
and
oh,
it was running highlights, and they didn't turn them off.
3 for 3.
So then
Well,
I ran it again. I high beamed
guilty.
her again, and then
Oh,
she stopped me,
that's,
saying that I was high beaming her within this
which you
certain
were.
fucking rule, which is bullshit. Fuck you, bitch. You're
Oh
running
my
high beams on
God,
purpose.
the
And you know what she told me?
rationalizations
She told me I get that a lot.
astound me.
My lights are very bright. She
That
knows
is that the most is that your top innocent story that you picked? Or just happens to be the most recent? Was there a story where you actually were not doing anything and it was just the color of your skin?
I'm gonna plead the fifth. I know my rights.
Okay. I rest my case, your honors.
So where you're at, Phil, you've never been fucked with for being a Hispanic man?
Well, that's what he tried to have
Nah,
us believe.
not for the most part. I mean, sometimes.
That's good.
Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second.
Slippery, slippery. They. Oh, I've never had that happen either. I did have a friend. I was a passenger in a friend's car, and we got stopped. We were like way out on the back roads in the middle of nowhere, and we got stopped for going too slow. And my friend was stoned. He was on weed the whole time. We were having like a philosophy conversation. We weren't paying attention
Well, that's
to the
illegal.
speed limit. We were going 25 miles an hour in like a 45, 50 zone. And so he got stopped for that and got a ticket.
Rightfully so.
And he had weed stickers all over his car. So that was kind of like tense and uncomfortable because I didn't know if like I was going to get in trouble for it or if it was going to include me or just the driver. But so I just sat there. I just kept quiet and sat there and let him deal with it.
What if the cop asked you for an ID? Would you give him ID if you know the
Yeah,
passenger?
he may have. I probably did give him an ID. It would not have bothered me.
Why? Why?
It doesn't bother me to give figures of authority my ID. I show it to the person, person at the door to get in the bar. Like I show ID all the time when I'm asked. Sometimes you have to show it to pick up tickets. If you have a reservation or something, you have to show your ID to prove that you're the person
I
that the
understand that, but
tickets belong
that's a
to.
private entity. That's not the government. It's a private entity. If I'm
I
buying tickets
trust
from
my
you,
I have faith in my country, in my government. I trust it. I've watched it. I have like 50 something years of watching it work myself, and then I have history I can read about where it's working. So I think the experiment is still successful. I don't have the mistrust of it that a lot of people do.
okay.
Hey, Jeff.
Because it also has a self-correcting
Go
feature
ahead,
built into
loser.
it as well.
Go ahead, loser.
Hey, Jeff. Let me share something with you. Fuck you, Phil. No, I'm playing, Jeff. I love Phil. So anyway, I want to bring a case to you a little bit about this immigration, and I'm standing here with an attorney who is anonymous. But
Okay.
if you wanna argue, and Jeff, I'm arguing with him. So
I can vouch for that.
I
Tell him to come
will.
up.
He won't, but he's standing next to me. But anyway,
Okay.
Hi guys. You asked
Well,
for a
hello,
real case
Mr.
regarding
Attorney.
to someone innocent.
listen, just listen. I'm going to put him on the microphone.
Turn the
In
camera off, B-State. Turn the
California, in
camera
Los
off, B-State.
Angeles, Pedro Vasquez Perdomo, sitting with his co-workers at a bus stop waiting for the ride, construction job, when armed masked agents, plain clothes, poured out several masked cars and ran towards him. They arrested him, put him in jail. He was never told why he was arrested. He actually showed he had his ID. The court in Los Angeles has ruled that this is violating the Constitution and illegal searches and seizures. And I mean, it's a case going on, but I just wanted to comment because you asked for a real life example, and it's not my
Yeah,
life.
and it sounds like it's self-correcting. Like the court's like, you can't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
trying to
that's
tell
the
you, for the
problem.
cops
If it's
do this all
going
the time.
on, and this
So
is just one
if
example.
this one cop is getting slapped down by the court, how many other cops you think are going to try to pull this kind of stuff?
A lot
Like I
of
don't
them.
understand why all the brown people are sitting in if they're not
Black
if
people
they don't
didn't
have a
get
reason
found for
to
years for driving while
why
black.
they're sitting there worried if this one cop that actually did the thing they're worried about just got slapped down by the courts.
But
They should feel even more relieved and
man.
safe and trusting of this
Yo,
country.
Danny's
Like,
having a
oh,
good
good,
ass
we don't
time.
have to worry about
Salud.
getting randomly targeted or mistaken by cops because look what happened to this one cop that did it.
No, this is an entire department. The U.S. Justice Department said there's no documented evidence of agents deciding how to ignore the law or just pick up people based on race, but it's what's happening.
Mesa, Arizona. Just YouTube Mesa, Arizona, and the police
There's
department.
another
Mesa,
one there.
Arizona.
Yeah, there's
By
more
itself.
than just one example here, guys. It's just
But
the
did you
slippery
just say
slope
the
of a
court
problem. You're right.
ruled that
Fix
it was
the problem.
illegal?
Listen,
What's that?
Jeff. When you
Did you
brought up the
just say
question
that
about
the
ICE,
court ruled that
my
that was
question about
illegal?
ICE should not
It
be
was
able to come to you
illegal
whenever
for
they want.
them to do those searches based solely on race. It's racial profiling,
Yes.
goes back to stop and
Yes.
frisk out of New York and all that shit from the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
So they've tried to correct it, but that's just one place it's going on. And actually, one place it's going
Like
on where it's
after
getting
the
called
court
out.
ruling is still going on, you saying?
Yes.
Oh,
It'd be like me
B-State,
trying to
turn your
say that
camera,
they don't
B-State.
racially
Turn your camera,
profile based
B-State.
on black people or Mexicans. Like, it's going on. It's always going to go on.
B-State, turn your
Racism, you
camera.
can't get rid of it. You can try to be as naive about it if you
I
want,
think
but
it's almost negligible at this point. I don't know why people think this is such a problem. There's
not a
so many
problem until it scoops
mechanisms
you up with
built
your
in.
friends at a party and you don't got your ID and you end up in jail.
He said, put
Oh,
your camera towards you, dog.
Well, I have my ID, so
Oh,
what
good.
if you didn't though? What if you lost it because you left your wallet at home and you were just out
well,
grabbing
I
something
guess I'd
else?
end up in jail and deal
Then
with
why
it
are you
from
showing
there.
Greg's
But at
face?
least I would know the reason that I ended up in jail was I didn't have my ID with me. And
But
if
then
I
you were
had
held
my
there for
ID, I
2
could have
weeks
avoided
against
being
your
in jail.
will, not being told you had the right to an attorney. I mean, that's just one
Yeah,
instance of that.
these
Court.
sound like exception. Like you're using like the aberrant cases that are not that are out of the norm to make the argument that this is the norm.
But those
These are
are the
cops
cases
that are
you use
going
in
against
I'm
the
not
court.
saying it's
proper
the norm, brother.
procedure,
I agree.
and you're trying to say, but this is the norm, and I don't believe that. I believe most cops are following the procedures that they're bound by and doing things correctly. So
I
all
agree
these
with
little
you.
exceptions or edge cases is only fortifying my belief more that everything else is working like it should, or they wouldn't be such stark
But
exceptions.
that's why you make case laws, Jeff. There's case laws about your stuff. It was that way be the same way. If there's case laws about all this, when you bring up those from 71, 81, when you go to court, they're going to use that. The cops use that against you. In 1951, case law, blah, blah, blah. A driver should not be doing this shit. So lawyers know the case laws about this bullshit. And cops can't be doing that bullshit. There's case laws
And,
stating they cannot do it.
and
That's
Jeff,
what
you're
I'm
right.
trying
The
to tell you.
majority of the people are doing the best job they can, but the power is not coming from the Congress that was voted in to
When you go
write
to
laws
court,
to
they
do
use
this.
case law.
Power's coming from emergency powers being activated with no strings attached. So now the court is the only check and balance on the whole fucking thing. And we all know how quick the court process works.
I don't have the fear that you have. I'm not worried about. I'm
I
not
really don't
involved
either,
in
brother.
anything I
No,
have to worry about.
it's all
First of all, second of all,
philosophical.
I'm just not worried. Like if people are getting stopped by ICE and cops and all that, I
But
assume
ICE
it's
is
for a
not going
reason.
after you is the problem, Jeff. That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to get with you right now. Put yourself in my shoes, brother, man. You gotta put
What
yourself in my
the
shoes. ICE
shoe
ain't looking for you.
you told me to put you were
ICE ain't looking
flashing
for
the
you,
cop the
dog.
beams at the cop twice. You did it
ICE
the
ain't looking
first
for you.
time and then you did it again and got stopped
Yeah,
and
you
you're
gave him a reasonable
surprised
suspicion. You lost track of it.
that the cop stopped you from
Yeah.
flashing beams at his face or her
I tell
face.
you, it's about police. The question is
So
about
I
ICE.
did put
You brought
myself
up
in your
cops.
shoe. That's what I came up with.
Okay.
I would
So what
expect
if
the same thing to happen to me if I sat there and flashed cops with high beams.
that's your belief about you identifying yourself. I believe that I am free American citizen. I can walk wherever I want without IDing to nobody unless I committed a crime. That is the Constitution of the United States.
Well,
That is
part
how
of
it's written.
determining whether you committed a crime is
No, it isn't.
cooperating with the
Nothing in
cops so
Constitution
they can
states
do their investigation.
nothing in Constitution states that I can walk down the street and you can say, "Hey, pull over. Hold
Well,
on. I'm
you
in a
live in this
goddamn
little
Crown
weird version
Victoria."
of America that I don't live in.
Oh my God. God damn.
I don't have a problem showing my ID to the proper authorities.
But then I'm fucking with you is that I'm trying to relate to you.
I can't think of a situation where I would like fight with a cop about showing my ID.
Okay, see that's
Unless it was something I was like really trying to hide and I knew that showing my
okay.
ID.
So listen, okay, put it this way,
But
Jeff. If me and
yeah,
you in a car, Jeff, if me and you in a car, Jeff, I'm not gonna ID. I don't ID in my kids' cars and my wife's car. They all know that shit. If I was in your car, I'm not gonna ID. And you'll be in predicament with me when the cop asks me for ID. I'm gonna say hell
No, he
no,
could
and then
have
pull
you.
him out of the
He could,
car.
he could take him,
And then you're in predicament.
officer.
Who's that? Who's that? And then you might feel what I'm going through. I don't know. I'm not gonna ID, dude. Did I commit a crime? You're the one that was speeding,
I'm
Jeff.
trying
You're
to
the one
put
that hold on.
myself
You're
in
the
your
one that was
shoe.
speeding. You're the one that ate the red light. You're the one that high beamed the cop. You're the one that did all that. And I was a passenger. And when they stopped you and they asked me for ID, I'm gonna say I'm filthy Phil, bitch. And that's all you're gonna get.
Philip
And I'll
Gomez
say,
won't
here
tell
you go,
nothing.
officer. I've been asked to show insurance and like
And
get
I
your
ain't showing you a
ID, all
goddamn thing.
registration,
Jeff,
all that stuff. I don't have this. I ain't
Jeff,
showing that shit. So I'm
Jeff,
trying to put myself in your shoe, but the barrier I'm coming up against is this mentality you have of
But
fuck the cops, fuck the
But
government. I cooperate with shit. I'm an
no, but
American. I
no,
have
Jeff,
a
it's the mentality
principle.
that you
Jeff,
have that you can
I
just
don't I
freely just
don't
give the IDs
understand.
to
It
that shit.
keeps me from being completely in your shoe. The shoe doesn't quite fit.
I
Jeff,
get
wait
it. I
till
get
wait.
it.
What, Jeff? What if someday you run into somebody that Maybe you forgot your wallet, and now you're in jail.
Because I
You're not.
forgot my wallet, and I would explain that to the cop, and I
Yeah, but then
understand that the
who cares?
cop is not the final authority. That is the beginning of a process.
But right
But you're
So I
still
now,
getting
know at
listen,
processed.
some
You're still
point in
getting
the
processed.
listen.
process they will figure out that I
And
left
now
my
you're in the
wallet over
system.
here, the
And
ID's
now you're in
in
the
the
system.
wallet that's over there, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not gonna sit there and think that, oh my God, the government is persecuting me.
They
Well,
are. They're out
there's
to
a
get
there,
you.
Most of
Je-
us don't. Most of us don't.
most of us don't, right? But there is a slogan, Jeff. Support the blue until it happens to you, until you get screwed
You
sometime. You know.
correct. Maybe it has to happen to me for it has not so far.
You're blessed. Okay.
You're
Like
blessed.
growing up, my mom used to call the cops to throw me out of the house. Like that was her discipline. Every time she was pissed
Yeah,
off or
no,
mad at
man,
me,
mine
See,
she'd
too.
get
we
on the
never,
phone.
see? Okay,
She'd
we
call the
never call the
cops.
cops.
Sirens would show up in the yard. They would come out in their uniforms and they'd try to throw my shit on the front lawn. And I would argue.
Jeff
I'd say
is
you can't do that. The law. I live here. This is my legal
55.
address. And the other
He's
cops would have to
55.
say he's
He's
right.
52 years old.
And
What's
so
wrong?
No.
that is as close as I've come to like having a negative experience or having
So
to
you live a
fight with
little
the
bit of a
cop.
sheltered life. Can you admit that then?
No
That
That
makes
what?
sense from other people, maybe?
I think
Can I
no, no.
admit what?
Like a sheltered
He's
life
sheltered.
compared to other people. Because some people
Oh,
have
yeah.
seen other kind of
Yeah, I'm not a
growing
thug.
up.
I'm not. I wasn't out there like criming and thugging the whole time. I was studying.
Baby,
I
because
was
I'm a
reading
thug.
books. I was in
Dun, dun,
school.
dun, dun. Baby,
I was
because
working
I'm a thug.
jobs.
Dun, 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 dun.
So yeah, I can admit that we have different lives.
I also grew up in different areas. So it's not a bad thing. I mean, you grew up where you
Yeah, I
grew up.
mean,
I
I
grew up
grew
where
up
I
in the
grew up.
dirty South. So culturally, it's probably
Well, I grew up on the East Coast.
closer. I definitely didn't grow up middle class and white. And
Yeah,
welcome,
I grew up
Moose.
on food
I
stamps.
want you to have a
I grew up
chance to
on
come
food
in.
stamps and powdered milk.
We
What's
did
up,
too. I
guys?
remember the power and the government cheese and all of that. The
Yeah, and the
generic
government tea was
products.
the shit.
I don't have a light though, but I still got my cam on.
Oh, you good? You the producer? You good?
He's a producer.
I've produced a lot of things. A lot of things. I've helped a lot of people get a lot of places, and I've gotten myself pretty far. So
Is that
yeah,
Moose?
Good.
and I produce beautiful children too. At least a beautiful child. I don't know about the
Have
other
what?
ones.
Good job.
Yeah,
They have to show
like the
some
other
kind of
ones ain't good.
papers. That's the paper they need to show.
The
Do
kid, hey,
what?
hey, the more kids you have, the better off you're gonna be, brother man. Actually, salute to you having kids and have more children. You know, like you're only a dad once, and even when they grow up, you're still a dad. But like, just be a dad, enjoy your children, because before you know, it, they're gonna grow up so fast,
Bro, I
and
enjoy every single minute of it. Every
they
single
won't even
day.
be home.
Like this morning, I woke her up just so I could tell her goodbye. She jumps up in my arms, "Daddy, Daddy." You know, that fucking
Oh, how
that
old is she
And
love.
then
now?
your wife goes, "Why the fuck did you
She's
wake
only
her up?"
3. Ah, she doesn't.
Yeah, you
My
gotta
wife loves
appreciate
me.
that shit.
You can.
Yo, three was like fucking like 20 years ago, 21 years ago, and it felt like it was like maybe 2 years ago for me mentally.
It's so crazy how fast it goes. Like I felt like she was in my arms, just hanging in there, the other day, and now it's like she's running around. She's got friends. She goes to swim lessons. She
Oh,
goes to horseback riding. Holy moly, Jeff!
dang.
Thank you, brother. You didn't have to do that.
Oh, Moose, thank you. I've been wanting to do it for a while.
Is that
That's
Moose?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
bro.
Moose.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you producer. What's up, Moose? Salute to you, brother,
Producer
man.
Moose.
Hey, yo,
Oh.
last time I saw Moose, he was in his car. He was trying to get back, but we stayed on the panel for a little longer. My bad.
I'm still out
On the
here, bro.
loose.
No doubt. Be easy,
Trying
homie.
trying to find my lighter. Just got
Pat, I
home.
mean Brian, that sounds right to me. This about social media, not only about cost, but everything. It's magnifying everything to be the most hyperbolic, evil, apocalyptic, darkest,
They don't show you on the
doomiest
news or really
times.
going on in the real world, though. That's a problem, man. Y'all see the fake shit. Y'all
I
see the
want to go
real.
ride around with you one day and find some cops stop us. I want that experience. I want to. I want to see how it
You
plays out for
don't
both.
though,
I think
bro.
both of us would like be a risk, a wild card.
Tell him,
It's
Moose.
not fun. It's not fun, bro. I've been pulled over because like I get along with everybody, bro. So I'll be in the car with whoever, and like we'll get pulled over, and the person will be like, "Oh yeah, we pulled you over today because did you know that your license plate light isn't working?" And we're like, "Nah, can you show us?" And she's like, "Nah, I can't show you that. You're gonna
Yes.
stay in your car right now, and give me your license, registration, blah blah blah." And we're like, okay, so we follow all the shit, and then she's all, "Well, I'm gonna let you guys off with a warning today." And it was like, okay. And so she drove off, and we get out of the car, and the first thing we do, look at the license plate, and it's glowing like a motherfucker. We're like, motherfucker.
See, there you go,
I would
Jeff.
have made her show me, but see, that's the first
They're not gonna let
actual
you show
innocent
you.
story.
You gotta
Made her
stay in the
show
car. You gotta
And
stay
then
in the car. You gotta follow authority, Jeff. Stay in the car. Do not move. Keep your hands in the steering
I
wheel,
would
Jeff.
stay. I'm not saying I would get out of the car,
Exactly. So when they tell
but
you
I
to
have
run
one
a
of
no.
these things that
Will you tell her, no, ma'am, hold on a minute,
I
man.
need
You
to
gotta let
see
me get out of the
this.
car.
I need to see the
They ain't
license
gonna let
plate
you
thing.
out.
I have gotten stopped before for a tail light or a blinker or something, and
Thank you, Moose.
they let
Salute
me
to
go
you,
around
fucking
and
Moose,
see the thing.
for giving me that
yeah,
good example, dog.
no, it's a real one. And
Well,
then
you could have
also,
thought of it
I
yourself if it happened to you, because
I
I
have the
asked you to
opposite
give me an
too.
example.
I
It
have the
had.
opposite too, guys.
I did. You know
So
what's so
You
funny?
gave me
One time I
the
got stopped,
guilty
Jeff.
one where you flashed the
wait,
lights.
One time I got stopped, Jeff, and I was drinking. I didn't smoke weed at all. Okay, I didn't smoke no weed at all. I came back from a brewery, and I pulled into a small little town, and I saw the cop. I had a seatbelt on, everything. I'm just cruising. I turned, my left wheel just hit the yellow line. He said that.
That's
He comes
almost
to my
like
car.
B-Say's story.
Listen, he comes to my car, and the first thing he says is like, "Why does it smell like marijuana?" And I was actually drug free. I had to do a hair follicle test. I didn't do no weed for like 4 months. I was clean as an arrow, and that's the first thing he tells me. Now I was drinking, but he never said anything about alcohol. And I was like, "You smell weed?" I'm like, "For real?" He's like, "Well, I can get a dog." I'm like, "Get a dog. Put up your goddamn ass if you want. Ain't nothing in this goddamn car." I told the cop that shit. And then the cop went back. He came back. He gave me a warning. And I'm like, "Do you smell the weed now?" He's like, "No, I don't smell the weed now." I'm like, "What? So the weed just vanished and went into the woods and ran off? Why don't you go find the weed out into the goddamn woods?" That's what I told him. And I drove off. Now, why would that be the first question you ask somebody when you pull them over? Not your
But you
license,
were drinking and driving,
registration.
right?
See? There you go.
Oh,
see, he
Christ.
got you. He got you on that. So check this out, real
Go
quick,
ahead.
real quick. I have the opposite. So I actually was. I went to a concert. I went to a concert. I
He
got
did get me
fucked
on
up.
that one, dog. I shouldn't even told him about the drinking
No, no,
part.
I
no.
got fucked up at
Go
Go
this
ahead,
ahead,
Lenny.
concert,
Moose.
Go
right?
ahead, Lenny. But I finally got a
Wait,
story
hang
for
on.
Jeff.
Wait here,
But go
Moose.
ahead, Lenny.
Moose.
No, not me. I
Hold
got. I'm
on,
good.
Leprechaun. Hold on. I got the floor for a second, Leprechaun. All right. So anyways, I go to this concert and I got really fucked up. I drank a couple pints of Newcastle, and then when we got into the concert, because I worked at the marijuana collective, I had a pound of weed. I knew everybody, and then I drank wine. I don't know why I drank wine that day, but I mixed beer with wine and weed, and next thing you know, I'm in the drunk tent. And then I'm escaping the drunk tent because Disturbed starts playing, and I hear my song, and I escape the drunk tent, and then I wake up and my girlfriend's driving my car, right? And I was like, why the fuck are you driving my car? And she goes, oh, you think you're gonna drive? Okay. And she fucking pulls over and she goes, go ahead and drive. So I get out, and then we swap seats or whatever, and I pull out right in front of a cop, and I get pulled over, and you know what he does? He goes, what the hell are you doing on this side of town? And I was like, oh, I'm just dropping my girlfriend off, officer. And he goes, you need to get out of here. You don't belong on this side of town. And he let me go. And I was drunk as shit. I had weed all up in the car. Like literally, like he should have like pulled my ass out of that car and fucking
Yeah, he
handcuffed
should
me.
have.
But because I was a white boy on the wrong side of
Well,
town,
I was about
was
to
like,
ask
he was
what
all,
what
get
Yeah,
the
what was
white
the
fuck
boy,
wrong
out of
white
side
here.
of
cop.
town, but you're saying it was color based?
Yes,
Moose
because
privilege.
I was in like the where a lot of Mexicans lived. So like a lot of
Oh.
Mexicans, a lot of African Americans, a lot of like
Was this in
Asians.
California?
But there was, yeah, it was a lot of in California. But there wasn't a lot of white people that lived in this specific part of town.
You in the
And
hood?
I just, whatever.
What color
It
was
didn't
your
feel like the
girlfriend?
hood. Mixed. She was
Oh.
a couple different I mean,
Oh.
like she
So
was a little bit of a
she like could
rainbow.
more
Like,
blend in there.
yeah. But
So
I,
you in particular stood out.
yeah, and that's what he said to me. He's like, "You don't belong on this side of town. Get the fuck
Dang,
out of
he was
here."
looking out for you, I guess.
He
Was
was,
he white?
bro. Yes, but still, bro, like I've been on both sides of this bullshit, like racism thing, and I can tell you, it's true. There is some truth to it. Some truth. Like these motherfuckers are like, you are too square. Get
But
out
that's
of the
culture.
ghetto.
It's not race. It's culture. You were
I
the
mean, I
hood is
guess
its own
it's
place. Like he
it's
probably would
culture,
stop
but
me. He probably, like because he knows I would belong there and fit in. He could just. It's. I don't think it's a complete race thing. I think like skin color is a marker, but I think there was more than just that. Because
but
if you
this
had been white and gold change and tattoos and he would not have he would not have bothered to stop you. So it's probably like a class thing too.
yeah, I mean, I guess
It's
so,
more
but
of a class
I was
thing,
poor as
Jeff. It's
shit.
more of a class thing.
Hey, all right, go ahead. Take the floor, Leprechaun. It's all you.
Who's
Le-
Leprechaun?
Bise, I guess.
Usually, when you have to ask for someone to explain the joke, like it's either about you or you just don't get it. You know what I mean,
What?
Lanny? Lanny
It can't be.
understands.
It can't be me. So.
Leprechaun? What? Leprechaun? What?
Who said it can't be me, Phil?
Oh shit! Where'd it go?
Oh,
Let's
he
go.
dropped
Oh,
off
he
again.
dropped off. You know what he's going to do? He's going to run from the cops right now.
Oh.
They're on
He's
to
gonna
him.
he's gonna go film a couple of them and then like film a chase. Wouldn't that be extreme? Like have a YouTuber like
I want to be. I want to
GoPro
do a
that
panel
shit?
tour. Where I go across the country, and I meet people, and we go like riding around trying to find cops, and we try to have a cop experience with each person.
Gen X
It'll be-
Jeff with Joe Cool riding around
Yeah, we could
Chicago.
team up for like a cop tour. Me and Joe Cool and cops. Come on.
There's
Well,
that
hey,
channel on YouTube, Channel 5. He does that kind of shit. Tyler.
what's
something. He's real
worse?
cool.
What's worse, the ghetto of Chicago or the cops? Like you might get you might get
I
blasted
don't.
just driving
I'm
through the
rolling with
ghetto.
the cops. Like my trust is 100% going with the cops.
You
I
can get
and I
shot from
I,
either
I
side, man.
come
It's like
from like
Vietnam
1
out
foot
there.
in the ghetto, and I'm still going with the cops.
Hey, Lenny Leprechaun, what state do you live in?
They don't have states where
I
he
wasn't
is.
calling Lenny the leprechaun, but
I
that's
am.
all right. Me
I didn't-
I
and
am.
Lanny are cool.
What the fuck do you say, man? Shit. We cool, bro. We cool.
Okay.
Man. We cool. Bro.
Is B-Say trying to instigate?
Nah. No, because it's just he didn't know who the leprechaun
No.
was, and then I said it was
Yeah.
him. So then he's
Who's the
taking
I
shots
want to
at me.
know who is the leprechaun. I want to know who's the leprechaun. That's all.
I think it's you.
have
I'm
a-
pretty
you do-
sure. I'm
you do
pretty
sound
sure
a
you're
little
the
Irish.
only one
See
that
that?
has the.
You got a bit of an Irish accent.
Oh yeah,
Are you?
yeah.
Are you
What-
Irish?
What
Irish?
is that? Is that his tools for like torturing someone or what? What are we looking at here?
tell you.
What? My
Oh shit.
Dang,
job? What?
Oh fuck, he left.
that had
Yeah.
more tools in it than Home Depot.
Yeah, that had
Okay.
more tools than Lanny's mom's drawer.
Oh Jesus.
No, I'm sorry, lady. That was fucked up. That was rude.
That's all right. That's
That-
all right.
I was trying to be funny with that one, but that was kind of just kind of cringe.
I'll accept it. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I won't tell you she's dead, but it's okay.
Oh.
I don't mind.
You know what's really weird is like two of the people I work with, they're managers, right? And both of them, their mom's dead, and I'll be sitting there. No, seriously, I'll be sitting there and like we're just fucking making food and stuff,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, they make like a fucking dead mom joke or something, and I'm just like, like the whole room is silent except for them laughing their ass off, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I just can't, like, I'm not there yet. Like, my mom's still alive, and like I couldn't.
You lucky bastard.
I
Where'd you
am
get that?
lucky. She's young, bro. She had me when she was 17. That's why I grew up in the ghetto.
Oh shit! So she's got to be like 38 right now.
She just turned 56.
Oh shit! She's
Oh my
close to my-
gosh, you might.
No, she yo,
You could
yeah.
be my kid.
God damn.
Oh, Jeff,
Damn.
don't start calling me son just yet.
I know you're the one always saying son. Lanny, how old were you?
Was I? What do you mean when she passed, or when she was?
Yeah.
She was 63. Whatever that.
Oh,
was.
so this was like adulthood.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
like
okay.
7-8 years ago. And then father passed away like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, something like
Holy
that.
shit, dude.
So you're like,
Oh, yeah. I'm an orphan.
this
I'm a
is
fucking
it.
orphan.
Do you have siblings?
But my grandparents are alive. They're in their 90s. So I mean,
Oh wow.
might got some
I can't-
genes. You never know.
I can't really speak for Jeff, but I'll say we'll be there for you. We'll be your online family.
Oh, thanks, bro. I got a wife and kids and stuff. So, I'm pretty cool that way. But
Yeah,
appreciate
whatever.
that.
But I'm not trying to replace your
appreciate
wife
that.
and your kids, Lane.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, Jesus.
but I mean, you
I'm
can
not
be
trying
like
to
my
move
dad.
in with you yet. I mean, you just met.
All right. Well, thank you, Papa.
There's
I
still
know.
the debate of whether like online friendship even exists.
Nah, we're brothers.
But even if it's just panel friends.
I actually did have some buddies that I really legitimately. There was the one guy that I never even saw his face, but I would talk to him online, and even like on like a background chats, because there used to be this thing called like Google Hangouts where you could
Mhm.
talk on YouTube, but you'd also talk off YouTube. You'd be like, "Hey man, fuck," talk to him all the time. He was a cool dude, but then all of a sudden we just fucking. There's two guys that was where we talk sports, talk whatever, talk fucking conspiracies. Totally cool guys that I would be friends with in real life, but I'd never seen their fucking face, which is weird to me.
You know what's funny is I've met like 3 or 4 people off of the internet, off of the Panelverse, and then I've even met Jeff's mom. Yeah,
God damn.
It was so
I
weird.
swear to God,
she sent
bro.
me a picture of her and Moose like standing together.
I thought this was like I banged your mom joke or something.
No, I wasn't even trying. No, I wasn't doing anything nasty like that. She came into my work, and I just talked to her, and I tried to tell her where all the good spots were and stuff, but she was leaving town. And we got a
You guys
picture
live-
together. She never sent it to me.
You guys live close together? You guys are in the same state?
No, she happened to be traveling. I didn't even know she was up there. She was like vacationing near where he lives. And
Jesus.
I said, "Oh, my friend Moose lives up there," and I mentioned it to Moose, and Moose is like, "Oh, well, tell her to come by the store." And,
Hey,
I mean, yeah,
so I
dude,
passed
was only
the
like 10 minutes
information
away
on
from
to her.
her.
Next thing I know, there's a picture of her and Moose on my phone.
that's hilarious.
Bro, that's
Moose
one of a
is-
kind, dude. I'm a solid man.
I still think, but that's so weird. That was so surreal.
But
The Panelverse in real life intersected through
She
my
was
mom.
cool as fuck too. She was cool.
how long have you guys been kind of chatting online? YouTube.
Oh Lord!
Since January, February.
You think
Oh, just
this
this
year?
year?
It seemed.
Oh,
It
really?
seemed like
It
it was
seems
right.
like it was
No, it
longer.
was around the Chris time because you were there for all the Chris stuff.
Wasn't that at the start of the year? Or was that last
It's
year?
hard to tell because there's no sense of time in the Panelverse.
Yeah.
You lose it very early after a while.
I've been part of the Panelverse, Lanny, for 4 years now.
But it
What
seems
other
at least
channels?
a year.
I started on Paul and Slaves, and then I was the fucking jester of the show for like a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I had a falling out, and then then I just kind of go wherever I want because
Have you had it where people get mad at you and try and dox you and call your work and
yeah,
all that?
they've done all that stuff, yeah. So
Because you're like, because you believe in different conspiracies that they don't like or something, or
yeah, that
Yeah.
or I just
I
like
think it's
they
his
don't
personality.
that and my personality, like just the jokes.
I mean, not
make
even
and
him in
stuff.
particular. Just
And
that's what drives a lot of it.
yeah,
they don't
and
take they don't take your ball busting the right way.
Yeah, but the thing is also they don't understand that like a lot of people that I bust balls with is like people that I'll call outside of this shit, and we'll be laughing about everything that's going on, but then like the audience doesn't realize that like they don't realize that it's not real. They think it's all real and that I'm hurting people's feelings or I'm being like rude or something to the people they worship because people are idol worshipers. They're weak as fuck and um, they're really like fucking. Their brains are just they're fried, dude. Like I've seen over the 4 years, like how people are followers. I've been a follower throughout, like myself. I've found myself like following certain people and certain like you'll start getting their mannerisms and stuff like that, and then like things will start coming into your life, and you're like, whoa, dude, hold on, that's not the person I am, and I don't know. I'm just not part of the cults or whatever. I like to be free.
Oh boy.
Can't find my lighter though. Can't find my lighter, Lanny.
Here, man.
Damn, God damn it, Lanny.
Panel friends, look at that.
I'm over here trying to find a lighter. There you have it.
It's over here, bud.
Let's see. There's got to be one somewhere.
So what's your world then besides YouTube? Are you like a Shane Gillis podcast kind of guy, fucking Legion of Skanks, that kind of shit, or you don't even know what that is?
What the fuck is a Legion of Skanks? Is that some kind of like
That does sound like
pickup
moose.
artist thing?
No,
Moose.
they're just
the Legion of
comedians.
Skanks.
Big J.
Oh,
Okerson, Dave Smith, Louis J. Gomez, comedians.
Nah, I
God
mean,
damn.
outside of the Panelverse,
Skankfest in New Orleans.
I work like 14 hours a day, so. And then when I
Fucking hell,
don't
man.
work,
That's too
I'm spending time with my daughter on my 2 days off. I spend a lot of time with her, and so yeah, I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time like
Yeah, Pat.
doing
Working
shit.
family, basically.
Yeah,
Pat says,
working
"Did we see
family.
Shane Gillis monologue?" Yes, we saw Shane Gillis monologue. It was a great monologue on fucking the SBs. Do you guys know Shane Gillis?
I
Jeff
just
and
figured. I just looked
I
him up.
know
Is he the one on that TV show? What's it called?
he's on Tires.
Yeah, I
On
tried
there,
to
you watch
watch
what
season
that
one.
the other day.
tigers.
Watch season 2.
Tires. It's like a auto mechanics or tire salesman or something. Tire store.
They're like working in a tire shop. It's kind of like blue
It's a
collar
sitcom.
comedy,
Oh, okay. No,
but
I
it's
A
haven't
man
watched a
Netflix.
lot of
show.
TV.
Well, that's the thing. These guys go beyond. He was supposed. He's the guy that got kicked off SNL before he
Oh,
even
he
got
was
the
on Mad
job.
TV.
Oh, okay.
No, he was supposed to be on SNL, but then he got hired, and then they saw a podcast clip of him being a little racy, so they fired him before he even had his first
Like
episode.
he got canceled before he even.
Yeah, and then he
Yes.
became the biggest comedian in America. That's why I'm surprised you don't know him, because he's the biggest comedian in America. Very nice.
No, I didn't know that part. Like, but
Well,
here I'll
Lanny,
show you the. I'll show you
I
his
know
picture.
real
It's
comedians
this
like
guy.
Who?
that tour and
Who?
like actually like West
I'm telling you,
Sample.
I guarantee you, Shane Gillis is the biggest comedian. They would even say that.
I'm not saying they're the biggest. I'm just saying like I actually like I
Oh, like, yeah.
prefer like my music and my comedy and my art. I prefer small artists, like people that aren't plugged by the system.
That's what you got to understand about Shane Gillis.
That's
He was
so
canceled by the
indie.
system, and he got brought up by the Patreon boy, like they're called the Dogs, the podcast community.
Oh,
Paid them. They're making $500,000 a month on Patreon because everyone supported their fucking
yeah. I
this
gotta
like a
check
YouTube
that shit
show.
out.
So then all of a sudden they became this blue collar. Everyone loves them and they're supporting them and paying them, and they're doing like that first Tire season 1. He paid for that himself, and then
That's
Netflix
fucking
picked it up.
awesome. That
So I'm
is
saying like
fucking
these
awesome.
guys are blue collar kind of do it themselves kind of guys, and they made it because people
And
are like, yeah, I want to support something real.
Pat says he likes Shane Gillis and Theo Vaughn. I was actually in a commercial with Theo Vaughn.
No
for the
way! I
Chive.
love Theo.
Yeah.
He's from back home.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is funny as
What? You were in a
fuck.
commercial with him?
Yes.
What? Do it. Do
Yes.
it. Tell. I didn't know that.
So I'll have to get it on Facebook. It's with the Chive. So they came to Lake Tahoe, and I was working at Hard Rock Casino, Lake Tahoe, and I was the coolest looking fucking pit boss there. So they were like, "Hey, do you want to like, this comedian's coming, and we want to film a commercial," and they wouldn't tell me who it was, and they're like, do you mind like signing this paper and blah blah blah, and like everybody else was like, fuck that, I don't get paid more to do that. And I was like, fuck yeah, bro. Like I was like, fuck yeah, like fuck it,
Sign
let's
the
go.
release. Yeah.
So I fucking I dealt blackjack to him. I dealt roulette to him, and then I dealt craps. And one of my friends, CJ, was in it, and she's like a cocktail waitress that's like 60 years old or whatever, you know. She's like an old like fucking Playboy kitten, you know, and she's in it, and it's fucking awesome,
Is it
dude. Like
out there?
it's really hard to find. I'll have to send it to you. Like
Okay.
I gotta get your fucking phone number or something again. Um, yeah. So, anyways, it's basically just a tourism thing, but the whole gist of it is Theo Vaughn. It was like the most down to earth guy, and when he travels for a commercial, he literally had like 50 people around him, like while he's
Dang.
doing his thing, and in between like scenes, like he was the same fucking dude, like just saying the same jokes and everything. Like he is just like that guy that just wants to make you fucking laugh all the time. Like there's no seriousness around him. It was cool. It was an experience. What did I get out of it? I got to fucking hang out with some cool dude. And the thing is too is like when you don't treat celebrities like celebrities, you just treat them like everybody else. Like you get treated different, you know? Like there was no weirdness, there was no awkwardness or anything. It was all just like, all right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. And then we just did what we did, you know?
Yeah, I think that's true. In his which interview? It was the one he did with Rogan?
He did an interview with Trump, also like with Trump.
Oh, like
That's
Theo
pretty
interviewed
crazy.
Trump?
Yeah.
Trump went on Theo's show and not mine? I need to
That's
fix that. Trump,
crazy,
you're not
dude.
getting any younger.
Are you
Let's
Jack
get this
Talcotton
done.
over here, Jeff?
Huh?
Are you Jack Talcotton?
I think he'd be such a cool guest.
Bro, he's the president
He's on
of
my
the
very short
United
list of people I'm
States.
just dying to have on
He's the
before.
president. He's the fucking
He's Trump.
president.
he's he's Trump.
I mean, you would have to like sign a whole bunch of shit just to get him on your show, probably, and
Just
you'd
click the
probably get.
link. Trump, just click the link. He went on Rogan's. He went on Theo's. He can come on mine. I make it so easy. Just.
You said you're a
But
fan of
we
Trump.
need to get through Barron. Barron is the one that hooks all that up. So I gotta get this. Gotta get Barron's eyeballs on here somehow.
I thought Baron was a time traveler.
I'm pretty sure he is a Spurg. So maybe I could use that.
There is
angle.
that book of Baron the Marvelous Time Traveler, whatever.
I have it.
Yeah. You got that book?
I have it.
Lockwood Smith or
I could
Lockwood?
probably walk inside and go grab it. I'm pretty sure I know
Yeah,
where it
right.
is.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that, Jeff?
Yeah, like the children's book from.
From, like,
It's not a
1800
children's
or
book. It's a
1900s or-
novel.
Oh, I thought it was a child's story.
I mean, it's a full fucking book. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess it
from
might
like
be
the
a child story,
1800s or something.
but that doesn't make it a child story. It's a book about a child, but
Well,
I would say the audience is more like mature.
a children's story for adults.
No, it's not a children's story. It's a story about a child named Baron Trump.
But it had a child. Was it not a children's story? It has a child in it.
I don't know. The audience is going to have to correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's a difference between a children's story and a story about a child. Because like when I think children's story, I think of something that like a 7-year-old would read.
Oh, like the actual writing and stuff is geared toward their level.
Like the
So
actual
it's an
writing's
adult book.
geared
It's
towards
written
us.
for adults.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Here, I'm
I
looking
just-
it up now.
I haven't done much.
Oh,
reading
there's
on it,
several.
so.
There's two of them. It says two children's novels
It's 2 or 3.
written in 1889 and 1893. Ingersoll Lockwood is the author. He looks like Mark Twain. Got that little Kentucky Fried Chicken mustache.
I bought the
Colonel
book and
Sanders.
then I read the back of it, read like a couple pages, and then put it on the shelf because I got hella busy.
Oh.
I should go back to it, but it's like now I'm here, you know. Now I'm here, and Lanny left.
Oh,
Fucking
he did?
Lanny.
Well,
It's just us.
I guess
101.
we're winded down.
It's all good. My first time in Tahoe, my first thought was, wow, this place is smaller than I thought it would be from the way people talk. Yeah. Tahoe is Lake Tahoe is very big, but it's very small at the same time because like you can have a lot of people there, but they all can't be doing the same thing. Like on 4th of July, everybody wants to go to the beach to see the fireworks. And when everybody goes to the beach to see the fireworks, there's like 7 tons of trash that's left over, and there's just like elbow to elbow, and nobody's, it's just not a good time. But normally in Tahoe, like people are at the casinos, some people are skiing, some people are just hiking or whatever. So it's like it keeps people like spread out and shit. But it's really not that big at all.
How long were you there?
How long was I in Tahoe? 6 years, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, because I worked at the casino for like 5.
So you were there specifically to work for the. Oh my
Um,
God,
my
Tahoe's
wife and I,
beautiful.
my wife and I sold her house in Monterey, California, and then we moved up to Lake Tahoe. We bought our own house together because we got married and like we were starting out our life or whatever. And so we bought a house that had a guest house in the back, and then we both started working full time and then rented out the guest house in the back, and that's how we started before we bought a hotel.
Oh, the hotel was in Tahoe?
No, the hotel's out here in Maine,
Oh, that's what I
but
thought.
that's where we started, was in Tahoe, where we saved up
Okay.
our money, and she got her master's degree, and yeah, the,
Tahoe is gorgeous. I'm looking at it now. I didn't realize it was so
we called it
beautiful.
poverty with a view because everybody was like so poor because housing and taxes are so expensive, and so it was just tough because like at the end of the year you didn't really have any money to do anything.
Even the poor people. I mean, even the middle class.
Yeah, like we had an Airbnb that we rented out every single day. It was rented out, and we both worked full time. I was a manager of a casino, and she was a manager of a hotel at a casino with like 200 rooms, and we both made what was considered fairly good money. But at the end of the year, like we had to pay taxes, and like we had all these expenses, and it just like it felt like the wheels kept churning, but we weren't really like getting very far. I didn't drive a really nice car.
Did you
Um,
drive a Tahoe?
no, I
Okay.
drove a Subaru. Yeah, I like, but I bought it used and stuff. So it's like all my like, I just like worked my ass off like 7 days a week, and my wife worked 7 days a week for like
Man, so you're used
ten
to this.
years,
What you're doing now,
10 years to get to here. I'm
dang.
used to it, but I'm getting tired of it.
I don't. I'm getting tired of it, and I'm not even doing it. It just seems like
It's worth it though, bro. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, I've got a house now. I've got a child. I've got everything that most people want. The only thing I don't have is freedom, and
right.
I'm
That's
I'm
I see
working on
that
that.
at the even at the managers at my job. I see the same thing. Like the hours they work, the amount of time away from their life they have to put in. That's the real people being exploited. The people at the bottom that complain about their jobs, they don't see what the managers have to go through.
Nope. They just sit there and bitch. Like my people just bitch, bitch, bitch. One guy
Yeah, they
walked
do that at
out.
my work too. Everybody complains about the job, and I mean, I love it. But then I look at the manager like these are the people being exploited. These are the one that everything's being put on their backs. You think your job is hard. You're not even having to do half the stuff that they're doing or work nearly the hours that they're working.
Yep.
I mean,
And
they
like
really get stretched.
they always need something. They always need something, you know.
Yeah. And what I've noticed is a company is going to work you, they're going to use you as hard as they can, like to the limit that they can, and get the most out of you from whatever position. And I think it's the managers that get pushed even because if you have the ability to manage, that's even more that you have to contribute to the company. So they're really going to push and squeeze at that level to get everything out of you, more so than they will at the entry level. So I think they keep those managers running just at their limit. Like they find out where that limit is, and then that's where they keep them. And the carrot is the salaries.
Oh man, it's like it also breeds like contempt from the lowers, you know, because they're like, "Oh, like he gets paid so much and I want and then they want your job, so they'll like sabotage you and stuff."
But
And
then they
it
have to do the work. They have to take on the responsibility.
yeah, a lot of times they don't though, Jeff. That's the problem. They 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 think they want it and then next thing you know they fall out.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I would take it or want it after watching them do it. It's
It
a
is what
special.
it
It definitely
is.
takes a special person. It is. I have admiration for that position because there's a skill set involved that is not everyone has.
Yeah. I don't think I make the best leader. I'm not because I'm in a position where I don't really feel like working 100 hours a week. So I've been cutting back my time that I'm there by making sacrifices. I'll make sacrifices by hiring shitty people and letting them still work there because, you know, I want to go home at night. So, like, it sucks when I'm not there. You might get shitty food, but it's like, what am I
You
supposed to
do
do?
what you can do.
Yeah, like I mean, I literally want to go home too. So,
You're one person.
and it sucks, bro, because it's like you know, a lot of people they say they want like better in life and stuff, but they don't. They don't try. They don't exert better. They don't like all they do is talk about what they don't have and stuff. And that's the problem with people is like they're not happy with what they got, and they spend more time talking about what they don't got than actually like getting what they don't got.
But Jax is right here because does sound more like entitlement. Like there's a sense of entitlement behind that,
Fuck, man, people are feel entitled to all
and I
kinds of
don't know where
shit.
that comes from
Me neither.
because we certainly didn't have it growing up.
I never had that shit, dude. My
Uh-uh.
first job, my first like actual corporate job, because I had an under the table like computer job where I put together like computer stuff and like cleaned and stuff like that. Like I was an entrepreneur before that. But it was Blockbuster, right? And
Oh
like
right.
I remember even Blockbuster, bro. Like you laugh, but it was a serious interview. I had like a 30-minute interview and there was like, all right, well, we have like five other applicants, blah blah blah. You know, there's people in line waiting for that job back when I first got my job. And you were nervous whether or not you got an entry level job. Nowadays, it's like you walk in and you're breathing, and they're like, "All right,
Hmm.
get on out there."
Yeah, I noticed that at my place too. The bar is Very low. It's pretty much what they can get. Who's willing to do the job?
It's just a measure of society and how mediocre people have become over the years. Because like before there was competition because people actually were good. They were willing to do a good job and like, like customer service was way better back in the day. Way better. Bro, like you can't even like walk through like Walmart and ask an employee anything because they'll literally just fucking they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, ask this person, ask that person or whatever."
Oh, we do that where I am too. If a lot of times we don't know, but also customers have changed as well. But there used to be a dignity to that kind of work that I think got lost. Like people look down on it now. It's just a fast food job or it's just a retail job. It's just one of those shit jobs or it's a job that teenagers do. And I think people overlook the kind of dignity that can be in those kind of jobs where you interface with the public or have to manage people that interface with the public. And so when you have that, when your job gives provides that, when you can get that from a job, you're more motivated to give the customer service, to put the quality into your work. And that's what I do with my job. I love the work that I do. I find meaning in it. I find purpose, and so I have this intrinsic motivation to go there and do well and have it reflect me because the more I put into it, the more I get out of it. And I think employees that have that sense of like they're doing something worthy or valuable with their time in addition to just getting paid probably do last longer, give better quality work, etc. And I wonder if it's possible to instill that in new employees or like find people that have that. Yes, perspective. Exactly. That's what I learned from this job because I going into it, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was just going to be some little side pay the bills. Like I can do anything for 8 hours to pay the bills. My eyes were open onto this whole world of work that I didn't even know was out there. That's just amazing me. Like it really is all in the opportunities that you see, what you bring to it, and how you see it in your mind, the mental attitude and vision that you bring to it. And that's all under your control. You can take any approach or attitude to a job that you want. And I went in there, maybe not right at first. At first, I went in there just very open, like, okay, I have no idea what I'm walking into. I'm just going to see what it's about. But very early on, I decided to take a very intentional, deliberate approach. Like, I'm here for these specific reasons. This is what I want to get out of the job. This is the parts of the job that are satisfying me and feeding something within me. So I want to take that and build on that. I went in there noticing those things and very intentionally building my kind of work mindset around that. I saw it as an opportunity, not even just to make money, but it was an opportunity to show people and myself what I'm capable of. Like, because I complain all the time that I have these strengths and nobody can see it or appreciate it, or I keep like going from group to group or getting fired from job. It's finally an opportunity to show, finally put my money where my mouth is. If you can do all this shit, here's a chance to show it. And if you show it in a functioning workplace, the right people will notice, and it's gonna benefit you and the company. And all of that's happening. I'm like, great, this is exactly how this is supposed to work. It's working that way. I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna put as much into it as I want to get out of it. And it all depends on me and what I bring to it. And that's what I've been doing ever since. And it's just been progressing and progressing and progressing. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I was listening to you. I had a call from a coworker real quick. I had to
Ah,
tell him, look, I'm on an
are
important
you still are you
broadcast.
still at work? or did you
Yeah.
leave?
No, I left. I'm at home. I
Oh,
just
okay.
haven't gone inside yet. I'm decompressing and hanging out real quick. My wife's already in bed. My daughter's asleep.
Oh, are you joining her for family time?
Oh, everybody's asleep.
Oh, so this family time's over. This is after
Family time's over.
post family.
Oh. Yeah, there was no family time. I got off too late.
Oh, so they were asleep when you got back.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that's the tough part, but
Cause,
I'll wait.
cause, right, it's cause it's building in that little window to see your. Cause the whole reason you work it in the first place is your family, and so building in that little window where you get the family time,
Yeah.
we're like work life balance. I think they call it.
I've been getting 2 days off though. 2 days off in a row, actually. Even though I get bugged all day, I still get them off.
You still don't, but you don't have to go in at least.
Yeah.
Do you get to recharge? Is that enough to reset you?
Yeah, I mean it's been a little bit helpful, but yeah, it's definitely like, I don't know. I'm still tired
I
a
know.
little bit.
Yeah. You're probably getting overworked. You're gonna burn out if you don't like. I don't know. Find some kind of comfortable groove or have other plans. Because the thing is, like you said, that work family balance, but also the having the support when you need it to keep going.
It's all part of being a man, sir.
Yeah, but you can only lone wolf it so far. Like I said, the risk is burn. It's very practical. It's not even anything grand or metaphysical. You just burn out.
Yep.
Your tank empties.
Yeah, but I mean that's modern day work for everyone. They use you and abuse you till you burn out, and then they grab
Yeah,
somebody
but at
else.
least like as long as they're doing it on your terms, that's what you can
Yeah.
control. The terms they do it on, and how
Yep.
much of it you let them do.
True that.
What you have other you still have other plans in the works, like backups.
Well, I was going to yeah, I have like something that I could do, but it's a little bit less money, and I have to wait for some doctor tests to come back
Oh, oh,
just to
okay.
check with on my wife, just to double check something, and then if that's all clear, then I could swap over, but I don't want to like swap over if there's some kind of like issue that she's got to fix, you know.
Okay.
Plus, like, the decrease in pay is substantial, so it's kind of one of those things. Like, I don't know.
Are the benefits you get worth it? Like, is it going to outweigh? Is it going to be like less stress or just a different kind of stress?
Um, it's an easier job, like overall easier. The employees aren't as fucking. They're not as trashy.
Uh, well, it might be worth the trade off,
Oh yeah,
depending.
I'm
The
definitely
leprechaun
thinking
is
about
back.
going back.
You what?
The Royal Leprechaun. Yeah, I'm thinking about going back to that other job, but the one thing is that they told me I could only take 2 weeks off for vacation, and I want to take 6 weeks off this winter, and so I'm pushing off going back until maybe after I come back from vacation.
Are you going to Mexico this year?
Yeah, I want to. Well, that's the plan. I want to go see my family in California for 2 weeks, and then go to Mexico for a month
Hmm.
or 3 weeks or whatever, and drive back.
Well, be careful from what I hear.
Oh, it's fine. So he comes up here. He looks around and
He
then he
came up here to
leaves.
spin around in the trees and
I
drop
was
off. It's probably his connection. It's been
I
happening
was
a
just
lot
gonna
today.
invite him and everything.
The what?
I was just gonna invite him to the conversation.
Well, lucky you. He's back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Pull up a
Floor is
chair.
yours.
Do I keep kicking myself off, or
I
do
don't know.
you kick me off?
It's not me. Yeah, it must be you
That's you.
or
Because
connection.
I got new fiber optic service Saturday. I got the best service, highest Wi-Fi ever. So I thought it would be better.
I'm so jealous. I want fiber optic so bad. But it's Wi-Fi, so it's like Wi-Fi from fiber optic instead of internet cable.
On my screen, like every like 10 seconds you have a little circle. Maybe not right there, but there was a spot where there's a spot outside where you're getting disconnected. There you go, right there.
Where?
Maybe it's just on my screen.
Oh, you
I,
seen circles? I saw some like bubbles on yours earlier.
I had a copper service from like almost a quarter mile away forever, and they just ran fiber down my street like a month ago, and it took me a month to get the appointment, and then it took two guys half a day Saturday to do it all. So I'm supposed to have the top of the line stuff.
Yeah,
Do
maybe
you
it's
have
mine then.
what do you call it where it's not on Wi-Fi? Internet what do they call it? LAN or something? Connection
I don't know. I
where
don't
it
know.
plugs into the wall without a router? Cuz that's where the fiber optic really shines when it's
Well, I
direct.
got I got fiber optic 30 feet from my house, and then they run a line from the house into from the street 30 feet with a new router, a fancy new router, and they told me it's 10 times what I had. So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I have a router.
What damn it OTW, what happened with OTW? Is he still doing that what is it? Concordia, Discordia?
I don't know. Like today it didn't seem like he was.
The council, or did Paul run everybody out?
I don't know. If Paul runs somebody out, then I don't know. They're weak.
Oh, he's he's kind of like Mike though. He has a very strong personality.
Yeah, of course he does. But like if you just gotta not feed off it and just kind of like I don't know if you're there to play the game, play the game. Like don't feed off them. Don't entertain them. Like you know what I mean? Like he's not going like if you don't do anything, he's not going to continue talking to you.
That's kind of like like Lanny was starting to be a fucking dick to me. That's why I came back
What?
up.
What happened? I totally missed it. It happened here. Oh, OTW sent you here. Did we get raided?
Here, no, I'm talking about Lenny calling me a leprechaun. Jeff, here,
That
let
was
me
No,
talk.
that was
Moose.
Moose. That
That
was
was this
me.
guy.
Oh yeah, good. Hey Jeff, here you go. I'll give you one shot. Name this. Name this. Name what is this? Name it.
That's a joystick.
Atari
Wait,
is
no, it's
What's
not.
that?
Atari, right?
It's not Atari. That's not what the handle looked like. What is
It's
it? Like a
name it.
television or
Name
Activision?
it.
Oh shit.
Name it. It's for Atari, but it's not from Atari, right?
It
It's
looks like
not
the
from
adult version
Atari,
of
but it's
Atari.
for Atari.
You don't know the name?
It's a fucking
ColecoVision,
You're close. No.
and
damn,
television. What was the other one? Activision,
damn.
Commodore.
It's too far back. I can't get it out of my brain.
No, this is like probably 1987 or 86, but it was an aftermarket joystick for Atari, but it's not. There's a name. I thought, Jeff, you'd get it.
Oh, like after nobody was playing Atari anymore.
No,
Like
it
if
was
we
like
put out
it
this
was
cool new joystick, maybe people will start playing again.
No, I was still playing
And if
Atari.
not,
I
it
was born
like
in
housewives
'86.
everywhere will at least get to enjoy something.
no, it was the newest, fanciest thing in the 80s because not only did it have the joystick, but there was a button on top which
Don't point that
acted
thing at me.
which acted like the red button, the normal, but it had a second button on
Oh, it did
top.
the same thing. So you didn't have to like. Wait, how did you do it? How? Wait, my Atari muscle memory is going. You had the joystick.
And my apologies
You
for
see
calling
the
you a
the button
leprechaun.
was on the top because you had to do the joystick and do the button with your thumb,
Well, you can use the red button like
the
Atari,
old way.
or you
It
could
was
use
like
the white
this.
button on top. They did
Right,
the
that
same
makes more
thing,
sense
but it was just
because
a
you could do it
fancy
one-handed.
version. And I'm not telling you the name of it. You don't know the name. If I tell you, you'll remember.
Oh my
Woo!
God! You said it was
Chuck.
Atari, huh?
Well, it's made for an Atari, but it's not from Atari.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't
I
get that
can't
part.
figure out the name.
Well, now I'm curious. I want to see who our new members are too. Chuck, thank you. Let's see. Spike,
Yeah, Jack's Law
Beak.
is totally right. I wouldn't trick you into thinking that. I've seen it, but I didn't have that one.
Flow State, Eddie,
Flow
Yeah,
state,
welcome
huh?
in. Welcome in
Caldy,
all the
Panelverse. Wow, all of these cool people. Neurojack.
welcome in all the new people.
I wonder if we reset the month because these seem like all regulars that are suddenly getting memberships.
Well, because
Thank you, Chuck.
Chuck buys them a subscription every month, and so like that's how we all get memberships.
Right, Chuck is
I
supporting memberships courtesy of Chuck. He's
I like to
funding the
support
Outliers
with the
Army.
super chats because the super chats give me a voice. You know.
Yep, and now we have ads. Never mind. Y'all can't control that. Sorry. Other than to become a YouTube Premium member. What story? Nintendo. Wait. Nintendo made that for Atari.
No, no. I thought this conversation would last 2 seconds. I thought you would say, "Oh, that's
No, that
blank."
was after. I'm telling you, dude. By 1983, 84ish, nobody was playing Atari anymore. So if that came out in 87, because that's when Nintendo started, 87, 88. My brothers had one. But I had already moved on. So
This
that's like a generation younger than me.
no, no. This would be from like 1986 or 1987, something or
Dude,
85.
we don't I don't even think we have we got our Atari in 1982 and I think by 1985 we didn't even have it anymore. We like gave it away or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so like nobody was playing Atari 3 years later. So if it was 86, that would have been way past the window I would have known what it was.
I was born in '86 and
And
I
if
was
they didn't
playing
sell it at
Atari.
KB Toys, I would not have known it either because that's where we got all of our Atari games.
And now I look, this is awesome because I'm looking now and it's made in USA and I never expected that. But
Is it
listen,
Sony?
no, it's called a Wicco. It's called a Wicco. It
Never
was
heard of it.
a Wic. You never heard of a Wicco?
Mm-mm.
Nope, never heard of it.
It was for Atari, but it had that extra button.
Nobody was playing Atari when it came out. Like none of my friends, only the geeks and nerds maybe, but none of like there was no way I would have known about that thing. Atari had moved on, or we had moved on.
I didn't move on though. That's the problem.
Well, I had one, Pat, and look at me. Chuck, you're gonna have to cam up.
Hold
Welcome,
on.
welcome.
What's up, Chuck?
What it be like, homies?
It'd be like, thank you very much.
You're welcome, young man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He deserves that because he just sent the producer a little handsome check himself. So
Did he? As much as Jack did?
Oh,
what?
Jack, what did Jack do? What? Jack's always complaining about you. What?
Because he tried to buy Moose.
Went recently?
No, no, this
Oh,
been a
okay. Wait a
couple of
minute. Because
years ago.
recently it doesn't sound like he has anything good to say about Moose.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
No, he tries to say that I'm impersonating him and shit, and that
Oh
he's
yeah, like
insane.
so many people would
Well, was
mistake you
it
for Jack Talcott.
night before last? Paul spent his whole show about me, and I wasn't even there.
Paul Enslaved?
Yeah,
How did you get on his radar?
because he's my bitch. I own him
Jesus,
now.
This is a
you
whole
don't
layer of
own
drama
him.
I don't even know about, and I have to pee really badly.
He can't handle it.
Well, I want to hear this story, but I'll be right back. So y'all
Oh,
chat and catch up for a second.
Yeah, I'm
what do
Chuck.
you think about his woman leaving him, Moose?
I don't know anything about that, Chuck. You know
Oh,
that.
okay.
I asked
Uh,
you about that, but I
Well,
don't.
he brought it up. Is the only reason I knew anything about it.
I never like actually heard him say that, and I don't know. Like I don't know, man.
Well,
Like
unfortunately, I'm not like a lot of these people. I forget the clip and timestamp or whatever the hell you call all that crap.
oh yeah, it's fine. I don't need to go back in time to like
Oh
watch
no.
something that's bad. You know, like the thing is like it sucks. It sucks for anybody, right?
Yep.
And it probably sucks even more when you like say that other people are going to lose their women or should leave their women and then like they don't and then like they all right. Like stuff like that probably sucks, you know? So like I don't want to like I don't know, it's shitty.
Yeah, I wish him the best in all honesty though.
It's probably better for him. He's seemed to be like more focused on like what he was doing before he met her.
But last couple of times I heard anything from him, he's he's losing numbers and he can't understand why.
I don't
And
know. I don't watch his
anybody,
show very much.
yeah.
I watched
Only
for like
reason
a
I
couple minutes.
the only reason I caught it the other day was because somebody got a hold of me and I was busy, so I had to go back and rewatch it after it was over because I had real life stuff to do.
And
I just could,
he was talking about you on his show.
yeah, almost from the start. I'm living in his head rent free for some reason. I guess that beat down he got from me at OTW's is still sitting in his head.
And then the $200 you dropped right after that at Flo's channel probably I don't know. A lot of
Oh, it was more than 200.
well, what whatever. I just like throwing
Yeah.
numbers out there. I'm just saying people like to I don't know, not specifically him,
Well,
but
that's why that's
other
why
people get all
Tommy
butthurt.
that's why Tommy got mad. Well, I got a lot of people mad at me
Yeah.
because first it was because Flo was getting donations, right? Well, then they started going after the people that were donating. But I donate, yeah,
Oh, I
Tommy,
just walked into
Paul.
part of the story. It's about your financial backing. They're going after the donors now.
Well, Paul's upset because I owned him on OTWs one night.
What did you do? How did you own Paul?
I stayed calm, cool, and collective as
Oh,
he
he
was
spurred out.
spurging out. You know, he was trying to backpedal on the advice
Ow.
that he had given me 3 years ago.
Which was what?
What up, Spike?
Oh, he told me I should put my kid in a in a mental facility and put my wife in a nursing home, divorce her, go out and get a younger woman.
I'm
Not
having the
once,
same reaction Moose is having.
not once, but
What?
twice, and he was dead serious.
I had the same reaction twice. I laughed my ass off both times. Like,
What? What?
I'm sorry.
God damn it, like,
What? Your son is what? That's not even a mental condition.
well, according
So
to
the
Paul, it
advice wouldn't
was.
even doesn't even make sense.
According to Paul, it was. He was
Well,
a
they would.
retard.
There's no mental institution that we take your son for autism. That's not a mental diagnosis.
But that's the last time. That's when I left his show, which was what 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. It was about the same time that he pulled that skunk move on Moose.
Refresh my memory about that. I thought they just like had creative differences and went different ways, but they were still kind of
Well,
friends.
it was, but then he got personal with it,
Paul
which
did.
yeah, which I thought was a kind of a shitty move. You know,
Oh,
I mean,
because that doesn't.
I
Oh,
realized Moose's business was out there, but he was kind of organizing a campaign to go leave a bunch of bad reviews on Moose's after Moose busted his ass, him and his wife, to build that place up from what, a 1.5 or 2 star Moose. They worked hard to get it up. Pause.
so you're saying that Paul helped build up Moose's channel and then he helped bring it down again?
No, 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 no. He went after Moose's real life business he was running.
Oh Lord, that does why? Yeah, I will. I don't know. I
This
wouldn't be
goes
friends with
back
somebody that did that.
3.5 years or whatever. It was just a crappy move, was all in my book. I
What did
mean,
he do that could hurt the business?
well,
Just
he
leave
he
bad
was
reviews? Like tell his audience to go leave bad Yelp reviews?
basically, yeah, he was doxing the pictures and the phone number and the Yelp site and things like that. In a roundabout way, was talking about, well, I can't stop anybody from leaving bad reviews, even though they've
So
never
he was
been there.
flexing on
Yeah,
Moose.
yeah. And then Moose started his own channel, so I tried to support Moose when he started his up initially. And it kept going back and forth, and I mean they've kissed and made up, but that's what
Yeah,
the
but
basis of it.
when I started my channel and it started going good, there would be a bunch of people coming over from the other channel and they would join and they would wreck it and it just like it got mundane.
Yeah, you got the absolute. They weren't there to support you. They were there to dig at Paul. I agree with that.
They were there to what?
Take jabs at Paul as opposed to trying to help Moose
Oh,
build his
like when people
channel.
come here because of Mike Cerrone and not my own content.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that there. I can see the parallels.
I mean, like I said, this is what 3.5 years ago, Moose.
Is that
And
potato
Moose
salad?
and Moose said let bygones be bygones, so I left it alone.
Until
I don't
now.
know what that is. Crocodile Dundee, what? Chocolate fudge? I can't see. It's too
He's making
small. But
something in the blender. This is like a tutorial. I love it.
oh, this is scary.
Find an old timey blender, some ice cream that nobody's ever seen or heard of, and some matted
Malted
milk.
milk.
Oh, I
Oh
love malted
man.
milk. We used to have the powdered malt, and I would just eat it with a spoon right out of the jar. It was so good.
Ooh.
That's what it
Man,
is,
you
Jeff. That's what it is.
Mm,
Old fashioned
dude, you're gonna
powder.
have a time.
Yep. Yep. I just need
I
milk.
can't.
Hang on. Hang on.
Take care of Frank and Pat. Oh Lord, let's see. Oh, actually, oh, thank you.
You're
Pat
welcome.
just sent me a Cash App, and it says showing support without YouTube getting a cut. Because every time you send a super chat or something like that, YouTube takes
What
30%.
about what about memberships? Is it
So
the
I
same as
think it's the
Super
same
Chat?
thing. I think
Oh,
YouTube takes a cut of everything.
I thought you got more of the membership.
No, the ads they take like 45% or something
Yeah,
like
Jeff.
that.
And,
It's
They
like
take
it.
more out of the ads, and then they
and
take 30 some percent out of
I
the.
do memberships so that maybe you'll get people to come around and stick. You know what I mean?
I have it. It has. It does work. It does help. I've had people show up because of a free membership and stick around.
That's
So
why I do
wait a
the
minute. Hang on.
membership.
Frank's mad. Well, hang on, because I might be mad at the same thing. What do
Uh
you mean,
oh,
Cynthia? You and Cynthia made up? I don't
they got
trust Cynthia no
married.
matter what. Whether she's being
I
nice to you or not,
I
she's
thought Frank and
still up
Cynthia
to
got
stuff.
married. Oh, that's El Piro. Never mind.
I thought Frank and Cynthia were like cool.
I had. Are you
So
talking
if
about
anything,
just
he should
Frank?
be happy that Cynthia's being nice to you because that's his girl, or
Are you
used to
talking about
be.
just Frank?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hadn't seen him in eon.
Ah, Moose hit it. That's what it is. That is what it is. Cynthia's talking to Moose.
What? Cynthia's in
Yeah,
bed with
this is
Snafu at
side.
the
This is
moment.
you getting side sprayed from his Cynthia drama. Um,
Cynthia's in bed with Snafu at the moment.
how did those two get together? Well, Snafu was the one that impersonated her that day
She
and caused
saw
all
his
the drama in
lop.
the first place.
She saw his lopsided head and has taken pittance on him
Wait,
as
what
an
happened?
in because of his head injury. She has
Oh, like a
taken.
mother, like.
Yeah,
Oh Lord.
yeah.
Well,
I keep telling her you can't fix the dude. It's too
no,
late.
dysfunction's gonna dysfunction, but she's dysfunctional too. So
I remember the hit piece she made on you. I remember the hit piece she made on Moose.
if you call it that, it blew up.
Well,
She hit her own self
you
more than
know
anything
what I
else.
meant. You know what I meant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember all that.
God, that thing's so long ago when we was out chasing wood fairies.
So what have you been up to? What's the latest from your end? Other than I guess
Busy.
Paul, what did you say? You punked Paul?
Oh, I just made him my woman.
Mm.
He couldn't handle a real man.
Did he rage quit? And
I
that's how
don't
you know you had the
remember.
victory.
I don't remember.
Uh,
I remember he was
just know that
doing. Yeah, he
you
was doing a
bested
lot
him.
of screaming, and I was just talking. Normal voice. But apparently, it made a dent. So, like I said the
It
other
depends on
night.
who you ask, because that's how my debate with Andrew Wilson went. Andrew was spurging out the whole time, and I was sitting there calm. And all
Oh,
of
I
Andrew's
can't.
people thought he won and whipped my ass, and all of my people thought I made a very calm, logical
I
argument that Andrew
I
got
can't
triggered over
stand
and couldn't
him. To be
address.
honest with you,
Do what?
I can't stand Andrew Wilson. He's a fraud.
But it's an example of how you can think that you got
Oh yeah,
somebody by staying calm and being rational, and his people still think that he won.
yeah. And you never know who won because, like you said, it's lopsided.
It's all perceptive, like perspective. Whoever's has, I guess, can influence someone's perspective the most.
I know one thing. We need a break in this heat, but looks like we got a couple more weeks of it at least.
Oh Lord,
It was 104
we're
today.
just barely getting ours. 104
Yeah, it's been like that for the last couple of weeks.
plus humidity.
During the night, yeah. During the night, we're lucky if it gets down to 80. Be 3 o'clock in the morning and still 80 degrees. It's just so
Dang.
the air's so thick from the humidity.
Okay, is this the shake? Hang on. We're gonna watch. Oh
Oh,
wow, I
it's
love
more
this
fun
part.
if you take the lid off.
I love that blender. Every time I took the lid off, growing, it would splash. I've learned to not do. And then they
That's
had
what I
like the little
meant.
lid in the lid that you could open up and pour stuff in, and even that would splash.
Yeah,
So I just learned to leave the lid on. It looks good though.
he ain't even blended it up yet, has he?
He just kind of folded it.
Oh, I gotta go make some too here in a little bit.
Oh,
Mine's gonna be pineapple, banana, yogurt, uh, protein powder, strawberries, all the good stuff.
all the fruity stuff.
Well, natural, not no fake.
Yeah,
I guess it's all natural nowadays. I don't know. They might be making it in a machine somewhere. Who knows?
transhumanist fruit. Trans fruit.
Trans fruit. There you go. Uh-oh. It's gonna blow. He had it going there for a minute.
Almost. Almost. We're almost ready.
Okay. Oh wait. I thought you haven't even done it yet. Hang on. That was
No.
just the prep.
Yeah, it's
You
gotta.
really take your time with this thing.
Oh, I seen bubbles coming up. I thought he had started already.
No, I keep test. I keep testing it.
Ah,
What are you testing for?
More
taste.
malt. More malt. More malt.
Oh, have you? I thought you made this before you knew how much to put.
Well,
Oh,
I
it's
do,
chocolate
but
malt.
this is the key. This is the key right here. The powder. That's what you need for a malt.
And Nestle, if you want a sponsorship, call me or email me.
In my hometown, Nestle owns a company called Carnation, and they make all the
The
uh
milks, carnation
no,
milk. Oh,
no, my,
they do
my
have milk though.
yeah, but they also own,
It's not milk. It's like canned milk.
but Carnation also owns Nestle, which owns Friskies, like cat food, and they make that in my hometown for the whole entire planet, right from my little tiny hometown of 5,000 people makes Friskies for the
Oh
whole planet.
wow, you come from the same place as the cat food.
Yeah, the whole town smells like cat food. Are you kidding?
Oh my god.
I used to
That's the
live
one they were
by
doing the fireworks in the other night.
dog food plant. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
get some strange smells from them places.
That's in Wisconsin.
Is it Wisconsin?
Yep.
Friskies.
One I lived by was in Illinois, Southern Illinois, right next to the prison.
That's too bad. We call Illinois people Flatlander, Flatlander,
True.
or Fib, FIB,
Well, what is
Illinois.
Wisconsin? Rolling
Fucking,
with mountains.
we call them Fibs, fucking Illinois bastard.
Where did I go? I went somewhere in Wisconsin. Uh, what was the name of that town? Ooh, on the west side of the state. Big town.
Lacrosse,
Paducah.
Lacrosse, Prairie du Chien.
Oh, I gotta think. It's been a few years. It's where Fort McCoy
It
is.
doesn't sound very memorable.
Fort McCoy is in Central. Hmm.
Is it Central?
Yep.
Do you have a story from Wisconsin, like an action story? Did anything
Bears.
exciting happen there?
I had a bear in my tent.
Oh, that's exciting. How
I
did
just
you
didn't want
overcome it?
to. I just stayed in my sleeping bag and didn't move.
And it went away?
Yeah,
I don't
he
believe
found
it.
some.
That's the least exciting Chuck story I've heard so far. I don't believe there was not more action than that.
Yeah,
Well,
Jeff had a bear come in his tent one night too, but that's a different story.
a
Yeah, I have different stories of bears coming and
big burly
things.
bear, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that bear was
You
wanting
know
to
he
make a.
did, Moose. There's no story Chuck has ever told where he's just laid there until the thing went away. And
Well, I didn't have much choice. I mean,
was
what
it
was
were
I
you by
going to?
yourself or were there other people around?
They were outside. I was sleeping, and he come in there because the guy I was in the same tent with left some food out, which brought the bear in.
Oh yeah, because you're supposed to put it in those barrels.
Well, we would bury it, but he didn't do that, and the bear smelled food, so
Hmm.
I just
That's why they
waited
have
till he.
signs at all the campgrounds telling you not to do that. They even say on the site, they say it will bring bears.
That's a fact. Nobody's up there for I think 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. But that was the only time I seen a bear. Was that one day because that butthole
Did you
left the
actually
food.
see it, or you just could
Well,
feel it
yeah,
outside the
I
tent? Oh,
peeked. I peeked
oh,
out
you
through the
peeked out.
sleeping bag.
Did it
You know,
see
it was one
you?
of them. Apparently not. He
Or
didn't
was this
mess with
during the
me
day?
during the day because I had worked a night shift, so I was sleeping during the day. But that's the one and only bear I ever got that close
What
to. I
kind of
never
night
won.
shift did you work at camping?
Electronics repair. Ran an electronics repair
Out
for
in the woods?
the army. This is when I was in the army.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hence the word Fort McCoy.
Well, yeah, that does make Wisconsin sound exciting. A little bit.
I'm trying to keep from hogging the show, so I thought some other people had something to say.
It looks like it might be winding down. Does anyone have any exciting stories about any, like in the woods or
I mean, he
encounters with
didn't
an
attack
animal?
me or anything, so I was grateful for that. He was more hungry than anything. What do you want? What?
Sorry, I'm eating frozen mangoes.
Oh,
You,
frozen
are you
mangoes?
putting them in a blender or just eating them raw or frozen?
Um,
I
they
mean,
were they were mostly frozen, and then I threw them in the microwave for defrost.
oh, I used to do that. I used to eat frozen blueberries, pour them in a little cup and eat them with a spoon while they're frozen.
Yeah, there's nothing exciting about the woods.
There's plenty exciting, but it's harder.
No,
It's
there
easy.
is,
You
there
have to
is.
experience, be in the woods. Like telling people about the woods doesn't convey the feeling of being in the woods.
Yeah, it's hard
Well,
for me
you're kind of
to
in the
get you.
woods, ain't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeff, if you really want a good story about in the woods in Wisconsin, I will tell you one quick one.
You got to
Okay,
tell
yeah,
us
that's what
about
I
that
want.
time.
Um, and this is actually a very boring story compared to what I would really want to talk about, but there's no time. But in the woods,
Who's that? Well, so wait, the choice is like a quick, boring story or a longer, more exciting story? Or no story because it just froze. Did he freeze?
No,
Why are
Uh,
people freezing in the middle of stories and answers?
there he goes. He's
I'm
moving now, I think.
I'm still trying to figure out a new phone that I got Saturday. So anyway,
Oh, okay. So is that the choice, like a short, boring story or a longer, more exciting story?
yeah,
Yeah, we
right.
need the more exciting story tonight.
Uh,
It's
hmm,
the same story?
no, no.
Oh, so it's two different stories. Um, can we have the short and boring story and see if we want to hear the longer story? It can be like the teaser, the pilot.
Okay, yeah, sure. Um, put it this way: I have a story about an orb that I saw back in middle school with a friend and as a witness.
In the
So I
woods.
so no, this was in the basement of my parents' house. So I saw an orb and it was about 5 minutes. So it wasn't like, oh, we just like saw it. It was there 5 minutes and followed us. And so that's the short version. Um, the long version is five
Your mom's
minutes.
basement, you said?
So here's the short version is I saw an orb. The
In your
long
mom's
version,
basement.
yep.
You
And
found her toy box. Okay. What's the long version?
no, the long version I would tell in real time and it takes about 5 minutes. So I say, wait,
I could
but
probably spare 5 minutes for the racier version of what happened in that basement.
okay, if you really want, I'll do it.
Well, I guess I'm asking for it, so I'll take the penalty if it's something I should not have.
Oh no. Uh,
I mean, the
I
suspense is already there.
I only told the story uh, 10 times in my life, maybe over 40 years, and once this year, once last year, and then once 5 years ago. I don't tell it because it actually I have to sit down because it takes a lot of energy out of me to even tell the story, and I'm not even kidding you. So fuck anybody if you don't
Do you
want to
think
listen
you
five
have it
minutes.
in you tonight?
I can tell it right now.
Okay.
So in 1986, my buddy and I are in my house in my parents' basement. We're sitting down in the living room. It's a family living room in the basement. The basement. Uh, and we're listening to Eddie Murphy Delirious, right?
Mm,
From like 1985 or
I know it
84.
well. Raw
And
and delirious.
we uh we it was like a secret because my parents would never let us have it, right? But my sister's friends gave us
Was
it,
it the
and so
cassette tape?
it's set, right?
Hmm.
And so we're sitting on the in the basement listening to Eddie Murphy, and across the basement. Oh, by the way, just so everyone kind of understands that. All right. Can you see what I'm pointing at? Can you see this?
Hang on.
Can you see that?
Is what the hell is that a human?
Well, can you see? I don't know what I'm looking. I can't tell.
Oh no, it's a guy holding. It looks like a baby, but the first picture looks like like some little ET doll.
Well,
It's
you
so
can't.
tiny that can't be a human.
I can't. I can't see what I'm looking at. You don't see this picture?
It's somebody holding a baby. Somebody in
Yeah,
a blue shirt.
that's my first son, and this is my second son.
Oh this. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
The point is, when I tell this story, and this is why it's taken 5 minutes, Jeff, you asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell that story, I have to swear on my 2 kids' souls that I'm telling the truth and I'm not making it up, and I
Don't
swear it.
don't do that. Look, I'm. You have a Satanist that's telling you don't do that.
Well, why would I have to worry about it if I'm telling you the truth? Be quiet.
Don't. I know, but that's too extreme for just the story.
Mm, not when I'm trying
So
to.
so none of this is the story. This is all the preparation to tell the story.
I'm trying to say that I don't tell the story very often. And when I tell it, I don't want people to go, oh, whatever, he saw an orb, blah, blah, blah. So you either want to hear my story and let me explain why I'm trying to tell you the truth, or you don't. I just
I
have to
do.
do it.
I do.
I have to preface the story with that I don't mess around. I swear it on what I'm telling you is the truth. And so
All right.
let's move on. So we're listening to Eddie Murphy. We're sitting in the corner of the basement, and down the stairwell, a light comes down, and it looks like someone with a spotlight sneaking up on you, coming down the steps with like a spotlight, but it's not on. You can see it reflecting. You can see like around, it looks, and I'm looking at it. My buddy Schick, he's looking at it, and it comes down the stairs, and then it stops, and then it comes about 15 feet across the basement, slow. And I said, Schick, do you see that? He goes, yeah, what is it? I said, I don't know. And then it gets closer and closer and closer. And it was then when it got like 10 feet, you could see that it was not somebody with a spotlight, that it was a sphere. It was
Like in
like a
Poltergeist?
no, like a bubble, a little like the size of a cantaloupe, not bigger, bigger than a softball, but like
Was it light, like made of light?
it was made of light, but very dim amber color, like low light, and it came
How did it
slowly
look
across.
like a spotlight?
It looked like somebody creeping up on you with a spotlight, but then when it was close enough, you could see that it was 3-dimensional. You could see it looked like a bubble. All right. So then it gets closer and closer to us until it came within maybe 3 feet of me. And I yelled like a little girl. I said, knock it off. Because it was
That's
almost,
not a little girl. Knock it off!
I
One
don't
of
have
those
the voice
Wisconsin
anymore.
farm girls.
I don't know. I don't have the voice anymore, but I did. I yelled,
Knock
knock
it
it
off!
off. And then it paused and it stopped and then started slowly going away back across the basement, just slowly. And we were frozen. And now there's one thing to remember, this Eddie Murphy tape. So the orb goes back across the room, past the stairwell where it came from, in the corner of the room, started flickering and flashing. Now it's fucking finally flashing bright. It was flickering so bright, it lit up the whole corner of the whole basement and then just disappeared. Just like that.
Praise
It was
God.
gone.
Praise
So,
God, man. This is the best
so
story I've ever
I
heard.
love this story. It's right up there
wait,
with
wait,
Maggie
wait,
the
wait. No,
cat.
no, no, wait. It's this is honest. And so then I said, my buddy Schick, for short, Schick. I said, Schick, on the count of 3, let's run upstairs. All right. All right. And so I counted 1, 2, 3, and we ran up them stairs. And I didn't, we talked about it all night long. We didn't know what to do. Then because I thought, oh, my sister was playing a joke on me. Well, she wasn't there. There was no one there. And that was impossible anyway. So we're like, what the hell? And the next day, or maybe the day after, I don't think I went back down there. But we're talking about it for days. And when I went back in the basement and I went to go get that cassette tape, I saw that the cassette tape melted. It was all melted and twisted up and shit right at the point where it came. And so the orb did something with the magnetics on that. You know, it was like an old tape recorder, like an old Radio Shack tape recorder. And, you know, it has a little magnet. You know, the tape runs across a magnet, you know, to play.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think something created heat that started melting the tape at this moment. And then I figured this out like a day later. I'm like, wait a minute, now the tape is melted. What? And so there was a little physical evidence of this happening, but not to mention a witness. And we've talked about it for almost 40 years. I'm still good friends with them. We became best friends for life, and we still talk about it and remind each other that it did happen. But it was scary, and it was like it was looking at us, like it was staring at you. And then when I yelled, this is why I know that it was intelligent, because it responded to my voice and then moved away. And I can't really explain beyond what I'm telling you now, but it did like flash and it was always dim, very amber, like almost no light. But it finally flashed bright and then just disappeared. And there was no sound. It never made a sound. It just disappeared. So this is what happened. So 2 days later, my parents get home from a bowling tournament. They were at a bowling tournament somewhere. And I tell my dad about this story. He goes, "Oh, you just saw a fireball. I saw one of them when I was young. It came out of the living room outlet and went across the living room and into another outlet and just disappeared. And then my cousin had one go across the barnyard once and fly across the barnyard." And I'm like, wait a minute. Now I'm in middle school, and now my dad is telling me this for the first time. And then I'm like, what?
Lord,
And I'm like, well,
balls of fire.
how many? He said I was full of shit. That he says, you just saw a fireball, no big deal. And I'm like, well, how many fireballs do you have to see to believe me? I don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But every time I go back to there, they still live, and it's across the river from ancient.
Oh, you're breaking up.
I don't. But for all these
He
years,
say you're breaking up. You're cutting out.
probably my battery.
We're not getting the
But
rest of the story.
you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, kind of. You're just roboting a little bit at the end.
Well, it's bothered me for 40 years, and it's really terrible. Kind of like a blessing and a curse.
Did you go back and try to play the melted tape to see if there was like a message in, like the tape melted in a certain way where it made a message out of the sound?
No, dude, I was in 8th grade. I threw the tape away. Like, oh, it's ruined. I just throw it away. I wish I would have kept it. God damn it.
It might have been a message from the beyond through Eddie Murphy.
I had a friend who told me that maybe it was a spirit that did not like Eddie Murphy and what he was talking about because that's
I wouldn't
really
trust that. I don't
raunchy.
trust no spirit that doesn't like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, but the tape is pretty nasty. You know what I mean?
I know. I remember it.
I love it, but maybe the spirit did not like it. I don't know. That's just a theory somebody
Well,
told
what
me
if it
once.
was a fireball?
It was a
Like your dad said, like some kind of electrical phenomenon through the outlets. He seemed like he's normal. It reminded me when you were telling it. It reminded me of David Lynch. Some of his interviews where he tells these little weird stories from his life.
what was that one? Ghost stories or
Just random stories that he tell. It's the style he tells it in. That's what it reminded me of.
uh,
Delirious is the one with the ice cream truck we were talking about the other day.
ice
You
cream?
ain't got no ice cream
Da, da,
because
da, da, da,
you
da.
can't afford it. Your daddy is an alcoholic.
G.I. Joe went into the water to explore the cave from whence it
And it has the
came.
shoe throwing mother on it.
But it's then over the years, I always listen to people whose ghost stories, whatever, it doesn't matter. I if I expect someone to believe me, I always have to listen to them,
Well,
And so,
I do believe that y'all saw something. That something weird happened.
well,
But you
that's
have
for
the best ghost. There's no ghost story I've heard yet with an Eddie Murphy delirious tape in it. So you have the best one so far, and an amber orb. Guess maybe it was an Amber Alert. Did you check to see if anybody in your neighborhood had gone missing?
no, but for a long time I thought maybe it was a like a ghost or a spirit. I think all this stuff, and then I read up for 15 years. I studied ball lightning. Right, there's a thing called ball lightning. Uh, Lots of stories about ball lightning.
That's what your dad seemed to think it was.
Yeah, but that's not what. It's not what I saw. And so my whole life I've been looking. And then one day I meet a guy about 10 years ago, and I'm telling him this story, and he goes, "Wait a minute." He goes and finds a picture from college back in the 60s, and he had a roommate that had little orbs the size of tennis balls in his house. And there was like three of them, and they were up and down the hallway. And it got, now I know it sounds dumb, but I'm just telling you what, I'm telling you, I wouldn't tell you. I mean, it sounds dumb, but was telling me about his roommate. And this is a doctor. And he goes, yeah, there were three of them up and down the hallway, and they were following him, and he couldn't get rid of them. So he got a priest to come to the house and did a seance to get
Oh,
rid of
the story keeps getting weird. I love it.
these little tiny orbs like the size of a tennis ball. They brought in a priest to do a seance and
Or
ask him to
exorcism.
leave.
I don't
Ask
know
it
if
to leave.
priests or mediums.
Maybe he was a pastor. I don't know if he was a priest
Oh.
or a
So
pastor.
he
I
was
don't
trying to
know.
communicate with the entity?
He just bought the house,
Like in
and
Poltergeist. This is Poltergeist, dude. This is all in Poltergeist.
he just bought the
Did you
house.
fall asleep one night with with Poltergeist on?
Don't play with me, Jeff. Make fun
You
of
was
me.
playing with who? No, I believe you. I do. There
Well,
are parallels to
now
Poltergeist.
I am believing what this guy told me, right? I mean, yeah, I hear millions of stories. So
Maybe
you
he
gotta
fell asleep to Poltergeist.
know because it was a two-level story. Not only did he have it, but he showed me uh picture of the roommate that tried to take a picture, but it didn't. Orbs,
This
listen,
is the guy that tried to take the picture of the
or
orbs.
no, orbs don't show up on photography. They're kind of elusive.
But at
They're
least he had a picture of the guy that tried to capture them
well,
to give credibility.
it bothered him and his wife so bad that they called in a pastor to try to get rid of it, and he came in and blessed the house, and they were not. He never saw him ever again. And he told me this story like 10 years ago, and I'm like, wait a minute, tell me the truth, because I don't like hearing that. It's very hard for me to believe anyone. So when I tell the story, I expect, oh, people don't, yeah, they're not going to believe you. But I'm looking for the I'm looking for the person who knows what I'm talking about. My whole life been looking.
You didn't believe your dad that it was the electrical outlets?
What he saw was only a couple seconds, and what I saw was 5 minutes.
Oh. And it ate your tape.
And it melted the tape. That's my physical evidence, and I threw it away because I was dumb. I'm like, oh, it's ruined. I might as well throw it away. you know, I thought it took years. That was in 8th grade, and by the time I was a senior in high school, after years of thinking about it and talking about it, it was very hard to accept it. And now, 40 years later, it still fucks me up.
It's a great story.
I don't even like really talking about it. I mean, I do, but
I'm glad you didn't hold back tonight because that was a good story.
so anytime you hear somebody talking bullshit, maybe just listen because maybe
Oh,
it's true.
I listen to a lot of bullshit. Uh,
Isn't that your job?
yeah, this whole stream is a documentary record of me listening to the bullshit. And before I started doing this, I've heard enough of it from humans in real life too.
Yeah. And then next time, Jeff, I'll get into the Indian mounds across the river because
Oh, I love Indian mounds. We have some back home.
this is uh, I get because I'm pretty convinced there's a relationship there, and it's an ancient civilization that no one knows about, but a
I'm
historic
here for it.
it's a historic state park right now that they discovered in.
Is it the snake people, the Nagas? Is that why they call it the serpent mounds?
These are ancient, over 1,000 years. They don't understand the entire civilization disappeared, and they're trying to figure out what happened to them. But there was a small
Sniff
civilization,
this cat food.
and they disappeared. They found remnants, but no reason for them to be there or not be there. And this is out. It's on Discovery Channel. It's very famous. So, but I don't have time tonight. But I'm going to tell you that it's related to this orb. I
Can't
swear.
wait. I'm serious. Uh, I'm, yeah, I look forward to it.
Okay, if you want to know and get a head start on it, search YouTube for Astalon.
What about the internet? Astalon?
I'm saying do a search for Astalon and you'll find exactly what I'm talking about. And you've never
Astalon
known.
State Park, Wisconsin DNR.
Yeah, Astalon. Aztalan. Astalon. And that's what it is. And that's what I'm not telling you anymore. You got to look it up because
Okay.
it's my home. So, but you can look it up, and then next time tell you about that and why I think that is part of it. It has to be. There's no way it cannot be. A whole civilization disappeared. The first civilization in uh, the Midwest ever in history, even before the um, uh, Eskimos in Alaska and Canada and all that. This is before. This is kind of before that. They discovered the remnants of this civilization, like in 1890. It was all grown over and buried, but they discovered it before they made a parking lot, and then started excavating. And the University of Madison came in and started digging everywhere, and they found all this shit and discovered this whole civilization that disappeared more than 1,000 years ago.
Well, civilizations disappear all the time, though.
Yeah,
They
but it was a
they have plenty of those across the world.
yeah, I know. I'm just talking about the one by my orb.
Okay, well, I look forward to hearing about the connection.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely interesting.
it's way interesting. But you just look up Ascalon and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And
Okay,
I'll pick up, you know, later from there.
okay. Yeah, remind me.
I don't got to remind you.
You might. I might remember, but you might have to remind me. But if I don't remember, remind me, because I definitely want to hear it.
Yep. Okay. Other than that, I'm waiting for my son to get home. I saved some milk for him. So,
Some ball. How was it?
so good.
Mm, it looked good.
What did I scare everyone off the whole panel or what's up?
Mm-mm. Moose's phone died, and I think everybody's phone died actually.
Thank
Chuck
God.
dropped off. I think Phil's phone died. People come. They spend so much time in this panelverse that the phone batteries can't keep up.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. I
Just
have
plug it in.
10%, but I'm plugged in. So I
Yeah.
don't know how long it will last.
Well, if you plugged in though, you should be okay. But I'm gonna wrap up anyway. I've been going for a while.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
All right, B. Say. Well, thank you for sharing the all of your stories. The cop story, the orb story.
I got way more than that if you ever want to know. Don't worry.
Well, good. Oh, this. So I tend to keep going.
All right, man. Well, the conversation was great tonight. My buddy who's an attorney was siding with you all night. He was listening
He
for a
was
long
arguing
time.
with me at the end there, though.
Yep, he did. He was supporting you the whole night, and then at the end, um, and listen, as an attorney, he doesn't really take sides. He doesn't. That's the beauty of it. He doesn't really do that. He doesn't.
Because they don't
Never.
really have to take the side of truth. They just have to take the side of whatever's going to get their client the result they're paying for.
Or logic, or
Yeah, like whatever makes the best argument for the judge. But it doesn't have to necessarily correspond to what actually happened. It just has to be persuasive and convincing. But then you don't know what the other side's going to do either, so you can't stray too far from reality.
he. All I gotta mention, and I don't agree or disagree, Jeff. Understand? But the one thing he disagreed with was that you started to not sympathize with some of the innocent. There are some innocent people that ICE is messing with, and that you didn't want to kind of acknowledge
Well, I
the
didn't see.
innocent
There
ones.
was that one example, and the court said that that was illegal. So, like, if are there other examples of the same thing, and the courts just tell them to stop doing it? Because that seems to be making my case.
Well, but I guess you and I probably don't know the real truth unless you live in LA and you really saw it. I don't. I mean, I don't
I
know,
think
but
the real truth is what he said that oh, there's somebody in the back, but I'm wrapping up, so you'll have to come back another day.
yeah. Okay. But anyway, the conversation was really good. It's we should be talking about it more because we're never all going to agree, but there is this stuff happening, and so you just gotta.
What it helps when there's actual evidence of whatever the thing is, so that it's not like people just saying, "Oh, this but there's nothing for everyone else to go off of. So if there's actual examples, like the one he gave today, he gave the specific name of the guy, and it went to court, and the courts determined it was illegal. So that was something very specific. That was like one data point that helped to flesh out the narrative. Because
And
other than that, it's just internet gossip of, oh my God, they're rounding up brown people just because they're brown or from Mexico. But then there's nothing like concrete to support that, other than what people are like subjectively getting off of social media headlines.
but they've also already in a year, less than a year, rounded up over 100,000, and you know that they're not all guilty.
I
You know
don't
that.
know that. I don't know anything about these 100,000. They could be 100,000. You think there's not more than 100,000 people here illegally? That seems like a very low number to round up.
There's evidently 15 to 20 million total.
I don't know why more people are not happy and supporting their efforts to round up lawbreakers. I thought that's what we wanted as a society. But America was kind of founded as an outlaw nation to begin with, so I guess there's
Well,
always that strain.
I am with you 100% about that, but I got my buddy always messing with me, playing devil's advocate. So you gotta. It
That's what
sucks, but
lawyers do. He's gonna bullshit you and
you
fuck with you.
but it is a good conversation anyway. It is. As long
I
as you
enjoyed
can,
it.
long as you can discuss it and not start swearing at each other or something, you know.
All right, well, we'll do more of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. So tomorrow, Tuesday. When's your next live, or you don't know yet?
I'll try to come out tomorrow, but if I never know from day to day, so I try to come out every day, but it's when you see me, you see me.
Yeah, that's good. I'm always looking. So
Well, it stays subbed, and I should show up on the list or get a notification. That's how I find my panels. I pull up the list of my subs that are live.
hmm, yeah, I only did one live ever. That was months ago. I just don't do that. I like to be a participant, not the actor.
Well, we need those too. That's what keeps this medium going. So
Yep. Okay, Jeff, brother.
be safe. Be safe. Take
Yeah,
care, and
you too, man. Thank you
until we
for
meet again.
thank you for holding down a nice panel, being
Yeah,
sensible and keeping things cool, and that's awesome. That's why I never afraid to come back because I know you're gonna keep people like me down a little bit, or Phil, shut the fuck up, Phil. Keep it level. And I'm kidding. I love Phil. You know that. But I love what you do.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Be safe.
Okay. See you next time.
See you next time.
Good night, everybody.
Take care. Alrighty. That was a nice stream today. I'm really liking these open like these cam only panels. It brings out people who are invested, committed. Not that the Avatar people aren't, but it's kind of that. I don't know. I just like it's working, so I'm gonna keep doing them. And like I said, I'll try to be out tomorrow, and it'll be a normal panel where you can come up without a camera if you want. So, oh, oh, hang on, wait, hang on. In the back of my mind, let me check. I think I have a meeting tomorrow night. I do. Um, it's okay. I'll try to get out earlier in the afternoon. I think I can still do a stream. So if I can't, I'll be out the next day, Wednesday. But I think I can be out tomorrow. So I'll look for you then. Have a great rest of your night or day, wherever you are. And see you at the next one. All right. Take care, y'all. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for spending your time.